Y'all know what time it is. The truth teller in the spot. Always bring the facts. Yeah, she make the fake stop. Stop clearing out the noise. Never let the lie rock. Nope. Say it with me loud. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Yeah. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Receipts on deck, she gon' air that out. Lil Pop, wipe them down. If it's cap in the chat, she gon' call that out. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Came with the proof, better watch it now. Lil Pop, wipe them down. If it ain't fast, don't come around. Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. She a Louisiana, my truth on blast. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Receipts so strong that the lies won't last. Lil Pop, wipe them down. When she step in the spot, all eyes on her. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Expose real quick, make the face to turn. Lil Pop, baby. Who got the truth? Lil Pop. Who bring the proof? Lil Pop. Hands to the left, hands to the right, wipe them down. Club lit up all night, wipe them down. Who got need? She OB. Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Truth don't beat, you gon' stand on that. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Blocking the trolls, never looking back. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Whole crowd move when the name get loud. Lil Pop, wipe them down. She the voice of the people and she shut them down. Lil Pop, baby. Truth too strong, wipe them down. Pop, pop. Crowds sing along, wipe them down. Pop, pop. From the booth, she a beast, wipe them down. Pop, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Shut it down, baby. Y'all know what time it is. The truth teller in the spot. Always bring the facts. Yeah, she make the fake stop. Stop clearing out the noise. Never let the lie rock. Nope. Say it with me loud. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Yeah. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Receipts on deck, she gon' air that out. Lil Pop, wipe them down. If it's cap in the chat, she gon' call that out. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Came with the proof, better watch it now. Lil Pop, wipe them down. If it ain't fast, don't come around. Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. She a Louisiana, my truth on blast. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Receipts so strong that the lies won't last. Lil Pop, wipe them down. When she step in the spot, all eyes on her. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Expose real quick, make the face to turn. Lil Pop, baby. Who got the truth? Lil Pop. Who bring the proof? Lil Pop. Hands to the left, hands to the right, wipe them down. Club lit up all night, wipe them down. Who got need? She OB. Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Lil Pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Truth don't beat, you gon' stand on that. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Blocking the trolls, never looking back. Lil Pop, wipe them down. Whole crowd move when the name get loud. Lil Pop, wipe them down. She the voice of the people and she shut them down. Lil Pop, baby. Truth too strong, wipe them down. Pop, pop. Crowds sing along, wipe them down. Pop, pop. From the booth, she a beast, wipe them down. Pop, pop. It's Lil Pop, baby. Shut it down, baby.
Yeah. What she bring?
Fact.
What she talk?
True.
Who they hear? Who they want? Say it
Yeah.
loud. She don't mumble. Stepping in. Home run, no lies. She dismantle. Every word. Hard handle. Receipts up. No stall. Name ring. Head turn. She say it. That's law. Truth hit. Lesson learned. What she do?
Break it down.
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 Then what she do? Break it down. No spin talk, no fake sound. She don't whisper, she lay it down. Every claim, she press check. Every lie, she correct. Boot state, backbone strong. Stand firm, 10 toes on. She talk once, that's final. Lil Pop voice, undeniable.
Yeah.
That's Lil Pop. Facts only.
Yeah, you tuned in to Lil Pop, baby. baby, don't play. She speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back. All receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-E-N-T, bring in truth to the streets. She don't do drama, she drop data. Scroll the page, now or later. You'll see lies get exposed and the fake get froze like refrigerators. Name ring bells like second line. Speak real, no need to lie. She from the south with a strong survivor. Snakes don't make it out alive. L-U-P-A-C, ain't no faking on the screen. Call a judge, call a jury. She deliver with the heat. You won't clap, but she got truth. No sugar in her speech. Independent, bold and real. This Lupac baby, capiche? They scrolling, she exposing. They trolling, she compose. See, Lupac don't just react. She the code what's not disclosed. From screenshots to timelines, receipts in real time. You playing checkers, she playing chess. Every move defined. Got that hustle in her bones. No cosign built her own. Views go up when she speak up. This platform here a throne. L-U-P-A-C, baby, don't bend. She speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back. All receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth. Got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-D-E-N-T, bring in truth to the streets. L-U-A-C, baby, don't bend. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown. L-U-A-C, baby, don't be. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown. This ain't gossip, this ain't rumors. This is real talk, backed by real proof. Welcome to Lupac, baby, where every video got purpose.
Can y'all hear me? Hear me? Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me, because I had to mess with them cords a little bit. We need. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Is it still low, y'all? Y'all can hear me? Let me know. Make sure we good before we get into these receipts, child. Are we good, y'all? Low and going in and out. Oh, yes, I can hear you. Is it good though? For the most part, I know we probably gonna have a little echo because yeah, we need a new mic over here, y'all. But long as y'all can hear me and it's clear for the most part until I can get this together, child. So we good? Okay. Let me get to the top, y'all. But hey everybody. Y'all, I was not supposed to go live right now. I was actually trying to finish up that video that I started, and I hopefully I can still finish it and get it out tonight. After this live stream, we'll see what happens because I only had a few little things left to add to it to complete it. But y'all was blowing me up, child, about the season's response. So I said, let me hurry up and jump on, do a little 1-2, go over these receipts with y'all. We're gonna get into it, baby. Y'all won't believe that response. I just pretty much skimmed over it, but I wanted to, do it with y'all. Like I want to be surprised with y'all. So yeah, we kind of like seeing it together, but I did skim over it a little bit just to see what was going on. Hey, twin mommy. Hey, Scorpio. Lovely. Miss Amelia, Miss Darlene, Roslyn. We got Miss Jackie. We got Nikki in the building. Shout out to you, Kimberly Merrills, last 10. Miss J. Jones. Shout out to you and all my other beautiful Mazes in the chat, holding it down for Pop. Period. Queen Sag. Discussion board. Shout out to you, my love. Who else in here? Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Fixing my crown. Michelle Bell, my beautiful sister. We got my bro Terry in this thing. Miss Dorothy. We got shout out to Terry for the copyright and fair use. It is always needed in the chat, y'all. We got Christina Latanya. We got Tasha's Touch. Period. We got Miss Pamela. We got Hercules. 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 Shout out to you, Hercules. Hey, Miss Jean. Hey, Miss Stephanie Brown, Sugar Bag. We got Sadie. We got Miss Lorinda Nunez in the building. Miss Katrina, Miss Ruby, Miss Lila. We got Miss Michelle, Calm, and Collective, my beautiful sister. Miss Lorinda, 8-month member. Shout out to you, my love. Miss Jackie, Nita M. Miss Vonda, Jaisha, Miss Slim, Miss Dee Dee, Miss Nina. Okay, shout out to my green team. Too Real, Mr. Lean. I am Miss Bell. We got Miss Stella in the building. Love me for real. Miss Amina, Miss Diane, Miss Kelly, Giselle. We got Miss Sharon Snoopy, Miss Angela Sapphire. We got Miss Sandy, Miss Dina, Blunt as Dale. Okay, period. We got Alice Nicole, Miss Geraldine, Tokyo Blues, Chocolate Season. Shout out to you. Hey, Miss Brenda. Thank you, Tennessee girl, for my first super. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you. Hey, Keisha T. Hey, Miss Angela D. Hey, Monet. Who else? Miss Janice Willie. We got Miss Glenda Bride in the building. Thank you, Common Collective. Yes, y'all. Turn your girl up. Okay. Hey, Bree Bree. Who else? Hey, Miss Mercedes. Shout out to Miss Celine for being a member for 18 months. We got Granny of 8, my love, that's in this building. Miss Teresa, Miss Dee Dee, the real Nene, the GOAT, period. My girl said, y'all clear that goal, she gifted membership. So if you ain't a member of this channel, if y'all help clear that goal, baby, she giving out free membership. Well, it ain't free. She gonna pay for it. Okay? So y'all make sure y'all turn up on your girl to try to get that membership in the chat. Hey, Tamika. Who else in here? Hey, Miss Elisa, authentic young lady, Miss Yolanda. Shout out to Miss Elisa for being a member for 11 months. Thank you, Ranita, for my super. Wipe them down, pop, period. KB Mommy, Miss Mercedes. Who else? We got Miss Risa. We got Miss Vonda in the building. Enlightened Aura, also known as Gemini Rising. Shout out to you, my love. Hey, Miss Robin. Hey, Miss Renee. Hey, Tamika. Shout out to Miss Wait. No more drama for being a member for 8 months. Period. It don't matter in the building. Did I miss anybody? Hold on, y'all. Let's work our way to the bottom. Okay. Hey, Miss Michelle. Hey, Lonnie. Hey, T. Shout out to Tennessee Girl for being a member for 11 months. Black Widow in the building. Queen Love Mail. Miss Roz down south. Okay. All my people in the building. I love it when I see my OGs, my day ones. Period. We holding it down, y'all. Hey, Clown Goddess. Hey, loving my curve. We've been together for a long time, y'all. We rocking and roll. We've been rocking and rolling for a good little minute, y'all. For real, for real. Thank you, Nene. Let's meet the goal so I can give some membership. Y'all heard my girl. Y'all heard the goat now. Y'all clear the goal. She gifting the membership. Okay? So y'all can get all that good exclusive tea over there. We just did a members live. And yeah, we dropped some tea. Okay. So y'all gotta clear the goal to get that, get that access fee. Look my phone, y'all. It never fails. As soon as I get on live, that phone starts going crazy. All right, let me try to make my way to the bottom. Shout out to Renita for being a member for 10 months. A collective hey to everybody else that's coming through. I see y'all and I appreciate y'all down. Shout out to y'all for coming to support the girl. Thank you, Miss Michelle, for the super. If it do get low, y'all, it's only because I be moving. That's why. Like if I don't have my mouth directly in front of the mic, it'll sound a little low. But I do try to, keep it in front of the mic as much as I can. But when you speaking, you be forgetting because I'm very animated, so I move a lot. I move a lot, y'all. I talk with my hands and everything. Okay. Hey, Tamika, what up? Woodard's in the building, period. Shout out to you and my bro. Thank you for that super, my love. All right, y'all. Let's work our way to the bottom because we got over 400 in the building already. Baby, y'all came in here quick. Thank you, Glam Goddess. Ooh, child. I see you, corporate thug and Mika. Lexus with the T. Okay. All right, so I didn't feel like I wasn't gonna never get to the bottom. All right, y'all. If you would like to donate to me monetarily, you can cash at me $sign Lupac 2. You can also buy me a coffee. Shout out to my coffee people that supports that app. I did put that link in the chat, but I'm gonna probably have to put it again because there's so many comments. Because I don't pin that link, y'all. You can also support me by getting a super chat or super sticker. Y'all know I always set a little goal. It ain't much, it ain't mandatory, but it's greatly, greatly appreciated because it contributes to the revenue of this particular live stream. Y'all know the vibes, okay? Shout out to y'all for them colors in the chat. Always. It shows me y'all appreciate the girl. Hey, I love y'all down. I love y'all down. Anyways, y'all, you can also support me by getting a membership. Shout out to my green team, day ones, twos, and threes, the OGs and the newbies. Okay, period. What else, y'all? Please watch them ads. Please, please, please hit that like button. That is very important, y'all, because it helps push me even further into the algorithm. The views been viewing, and we want them to continue to view. Okay, so make sure y'all hitting that like button. And at the end of this live stream, hype your girl up. Now let's get into the tea, baby. Okay. All right, let me go up a little bit. Thank you, Tennessee girl. Tennessee coloring your girl down. I love that for me. Thank you, my love. All right, y'all. So, y'all know we did our little 1-2 with the receipts that our H drop. He is the respondent. Season is the petitioner. So hold on, let me pull it up because I want to pull up what our H dropped also, just so I could do a little comparison. Because it was a little allegation in the documents that I seen on the first page where it was said that RH left some things out or, didn't put some text messages. So we going to compare to see if that is actually true, y'all. Thank you, discussion board, supporting the goal. Much love. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you. And shout out to Miss Yolanda for getting that membership. All right. So, and thank you, Miss Patrina, for the cash out blessing. I appreciate you, my love. Okay, y'all. Hold on. Let me pull it up on this side. And then we're gonna put it on the screen. I gotta be careful because I did not have time to redact no personal information, y'all, but I do want y'all to see. So I will be putting the documents on the screen this time. Because I want y'all to see I ain't leaving nothing out, okay? Because y'all know people like to accuse, and we ain't doing that. We are not doing any of those type of foolish games. We ain't doing that. Hey, I see you snuck in the chat, girl. Shout out to you. All right, let me see. Hold up, y'all. Let's pull up. I gotta be careful because like I said, I didn't go over these documents prior, so I don't want to box nobody, child. Hold on, y'all. Hold up. Let me go up. Make sure they ain't got no important information on the page. 2, 3, 4. One of them had RE phone number. Then they were received. I don't want to put that out. Okay, hold up, y'all. I'm coming. I'm coming. All right. Oh, my eyes. Ooh. Okay. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Thank you. She dropped that red thing because she nice. Period. Shout out to you, Common Collective. She always do her big one on you, girl. I love you. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you. Y'all, something is in my eye. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. My eye is burning. Give me a second. Y'all, I got some really, really long natural eyelashes. I'm talking about my real eyelashes. And I stay getting eyelashes in my eye. Let's talk about burn. Okay, my bad, y'all. All right, let me pull this up. All right, here we go. Y'all, now why all this time I've been um sending all that, all like my receipts and stuff to my email when I could have just went, well, my source sent this to me via email and I was just able to open it up instead of having to do all that extra stuff. But like I said, I didn't have time to redact, so whatever. All right, let me put it on the other screen so we can make it bigger so y'all can see. So y'all can see it better. All right, y'all. Hold up. I'm about to start reading. I want to go. Let me pull up Ari's text messages on my end. 'Cause I want to compare. I want to see if she dropped anything similar to what he dropped or if what's missing, y'all. Hey, Harm, sister. I see you, girl. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Y'all coming in here quick, fast, in a hurry. So please tap that like button. And please do not hesitate to support your girl's goal just because y'all seen my sister drop that red thing. Okay, that don't mean nobody else gotta support the goal. Okay, show me some love, baby. Period. So y'all, this is the first. Why is not big? Wait, why is it cut off? All right. Wait, no, it's not big. Yeah. Oh, I can make it big. Okay. All right, cool. Oh, I didn't even know I could do that, y'all. I'm learning. All right. So I answer and counterclaim. As y'all can see, Robert Hampton responded. My name is Valencia, and I am representing myself in this action in response to each of the number paragraphs of the petitioner's complaint or petition. And then we go down, we're gonna skip a little bit. The allegations of paragraph 1 admitted as true, X denied as untrue, neither admitted nor denied because I do not have enough information to know the. All right, y'all, that's not important. Let's go up. Let's go up to what she actually typed. Okay. So she said the respondent's description of how the relationship ended is not accurate. I made the decision to end the relationship and clearly explained that staying in contact or trying to remain friends was not healthy or appropriate. Okay, I gotta stop right there, y'all. And I'm gonna try to be as fair as possible, even though I know this is a load of crap because of what I know on the back end and also because of what we've seen publicly. But that sound crazy because at the end of the day, regardless if she feel like she ended it or he ended it or it was a mutual understanding, you still was stalking this man after the fact. And it still sound crazy. You reached out to him. I don't know if he reached out to her. We're gonna get to that, but you reached out to him. You were still stalking this man. And also reaching out to third party people connected to him trying to intervene or trying to get them to intervene into his situation or whatever, trying to get him back, all of the things. We seen the text message. That's the crazy part. We seen it. All right. Anyway, um, my bad, y'all. So, Am say, speak, Lupac. Too many people in here for you not to meet your goal. I agree. Shout out to y'all. They gonna love on your girl though. They always do. Shout out to my people, baby. I love my people. Down, okay. Can I get 10 subscribers to send Lupac 5? Thank you, Comment Collective. All right, let me finish reading y'all. Because y'all know I get distracted by the comments. Okay. So let me see, where did I stop? I made the decision to end the relationship and clearly explain that staying in contact or trying to remain friends was not healthy or appropriate. Why not? Like, what's the only reason why you wouldn't be able to remain friends with somebody after a breakup is if you bitter. Other than that, if you not bitter, it shouldn't be no issues, right, y'all? I'm still cool with a lot of my exes, so I don't. Anyway, that's me. But She then says, I told him that ending communication completely was necessary for both of us to move forward. Despite this boundary, the respondent continue asking to remain friends and stay in contact. Each time I said no. Okay, y'all, remember that. Because here's the thing, when you submit a document and you type out things, you have to prove that. So I'm going to need to see some type of proof that he asked her to remain friends or to stay in contact. I need to see that in the text message. Let me screenshot that part, because when I go through the text messages that she submitted, if that's not in there, then baby, you did your big one. Okay, you really did your big one. Hold on, let me screenshot that part, y'all, because I need to see that he asked her to remain friends, because that's kind of contradicting if she's in messages with people behind the scenes telling them to reach out to him because he's not responding to her. So that's kind of conflicted. How is it that he's asking you to remain friends after the fact when you contacting people to try to reach out to him? Oh, he's not answering for me. Can you talk to him? We've seen the messages. That's the crazy part. Ooh, child. Anyways, let me finish. Okay. So she then says, where did I stop, y'all? Each time I said no, after that, he made comments suggesting that his supporters would turn against or attack me if I did not continue engaging with him publicly in some way. That sounds crazy. We need to see proof of that too, y'all. Keep that in mind. She's submitting this, so I'm pretty sure if you're familiar with anything involving the courts, when you make these type of allegations, you have to submit some type of proof to it. Okay, I ain't saying she didn't, because we ain't got that far yet, but we need to see it. She put it in here, so we need to see it. All right, so she then says, hold on. He also told me that I should give up my public platform and go back to using only my personal social media page. Given his public presence and following, those statements felt controlling and intimidating to me. At the time of our final text exchange, his responses were unusually hostile and out of character. And I did not, she said hostile. Keep that word in mind too, y'all. And I did not understand why. It later became clear that this was not an isolated incident when he submitted selected portions of those messages as attachments to his answer in this case. After reviewing what he submitted, I noticed that parts of the conversation were missing, which changed. Hold on, let's go to the bottom. Go up a little bit. Okay. The context and presented only a version favorable to him. Because of the respondent's public platform, it was reasonably foreseeable that these partial messages would spread beyond the courtroom. Wow. I am weak, bruh. Okay, hold on, y'all. As a result, I experienced this conduct as exposing me to public embarrassment and further harassment. Ma'am, you did this. LaTruth didn't try to put no TPO on you. You did it. You knew that the bloggers would get their hands on court documents. That's literally our job. That's what we do. We get receipts and we present them. Public record. So to try to switch this around on him is crazy. That is, I am flabber to the gas. All right, so where did we stop? Oh, shoot, hold on, y'all. Okay. As a result, I experienced this conduct as exposing me to the public, embarrassment, and further harassment. Instead of respecting the boundaries I set, his behavior escalated and turned what should have been a private exchange into another form of unwanted harassment involving third parties from an online community that supports him. Y'all, she's basically saying that uh all of this is his fault. What she's going through right now online because of the text messages that he submitted, she's basically accusing him of kind of like gaslighting the situation, manipulating the situation, as if she wasn't the one who filed the paperwork. Like, come on now, ma'am. You was in the midst of the saga. You did a lot of things yourself. You got a lot of documents yourself and exposed, right? Sage? So yeah, you know how this go. You know how this go. At the end of the day, it is what it is. And if she felt like RH left some pages, left some text messages out or whatever, it ain't nothing for you to submit the portions that you feel like he left out on your end. It ain't nothing for you to submit that. But I want to see if he left some out. That's why I got his text messages right here on my phone to compare once we get to hers, y'all. All right. So, hold on, let's see. Um, what the likes looking like, y'all? Keep me up on the likes. Keep me up on the goal, cause y'all know I hit that little break sign, break intro real quick. I need y'all. I'm doing my part. I need y'all to do y'all part. Okay, y'all know how this go. The support is reciprocated. I'm giving y'all entertainment. I'm giving y'all receipts. I'm giving y'all tea. I need y'all to give me likes, and y'all can support my little goal. Okay. All right. So you say chat. Hit the like button. We got 668 in here. Did she give in the heads up about filing? Wait, where it go? About her filing PBR? I don't know, goddess. I have no clue. Hey, D Ham, what's up, bro? I have no clue if she gave anything to. I don't know, y'all. Y'all know I mind the business that pays me. Okay, so I have no clue. Um, Thank you, Nikki. You said this is a real big waste of course time. In my honest opinion, it seems more like she's trying to prove a relationship rather than cause for TPO shaking my neck. Girl, you hit it on the money. That's exactly what this is giving. Because at the end of the day, all she has to do is block him and stop watching him. Stop watching him. You're not really speaking like I just don't understand that aspect of the situation. And all of the allegations that she's making, y'all, is due to his content. The things that he's doing in his content, and she's making. If y'all was in my members live the other day, then y'all seen I showed y'all the video that she tried to use to say that it was, RH in the mirror was making GUN symbols with their hands and stuff. Y'all see. Okay, I'm gonna just leave it at that. Child, child. This is a hot mess and a half. Okay, she really is child. She's too old for this. I, uh, I'm so glad my aunties and I'm glad the elderly women in my family not on the internet like that. You know what my people do, y'all? My mama will watch like my mama be a little messy, but she low key with it. Like she'll see something on social media, she don't entertain it or type in nobody's chat. She'll see something and she'll send it to me or one of my siblings. Be like, y'all seen this? Or y'all seen such and such went to jail? She's one of them. She ain't getting caught up in the foolishness. You don't even know she on there unless she send you a text message or something, a screenshot. Other than that, child bye. Hey Charwig Adventures. Hey Cree. You said, hey Lupac Tat. Lupac Coco dog her out on social media and she never responded to him with a TPO. I'm convinced it's something in their body. Listen, I need to see that because I've been hearing people been saying that her and Coco fell out, and somebody said that she was harassing LaTruth's Allen. So I never seen that, y'all. Somebody gonna have to send me that if it's still up. I want to see that. All right, so let's get let's get back to it. So hold on. Where did I stop, y'all? Okay. Looking back, I now understand that the respondent's dismissive, hostile, and unusually aggressive responses during one of our final text communications were not isolated or accidental. Instead, y'all, pay attention to the word selection she's using. Hey, auntie. Hey, my love. Pay attention to the word she's using, y'all. Hostile, unusually aggressive, dismissive. Hostile is a strong word. Pay attention to that because we're going to read them text messages to see if that's what they actually give. Okay? Now, dismissive, I'm pretty sure. Because Because you know, when you don't want to deal with somebody no more, you gonna be dismissive. Like, get the hell up off my line. Hey, Hollywood, her, what's up, bro? Nikki, it's crazy. This gonna piss the judge off. I agree. I agree, Cree. Talk, I said the same thing. I couldn't imagine my mom on YouTube or social media acting a fool at all. I would drag her clean off. You're not finna do this. You are not finna do this. All right. So instead they wait, where did I stop, y'all? Responses during one of our final text communications were not isolated or accidental. Instead, they reflect a broader pattern of the same behavior intended to provoke reactions, create a record, and later use those interactions to publicly embarrass and humiliate me by submitting them as his answer and as a way to control the narrative. But oh my god, y'all, is it? You know what this giving? It's giving. She want to call him a narc. It's giving. She want to call. She basically calling him a narc, like saying he's manipulating the paperwork. But the thing is, he actually has people that she was in contact with that supports these claims, and it's not in her favor. So, you know, it's one thing if they just going heads up and it's no other receipts out there, you know, to kind of show that she's a little cuckoo, but there are receipts. We've seen the text messages of her sending what Amira doing, sending Amira and RH on a date, paying attention to how passionately they kissing. We've seen all of that. That's the crazy part. Like, lady, is you cool? What is you feeling like? So, let me see. During the text exchange, this behavior was so out of character that I questioned whether I was interacting with the same person I had previously known. Therefore, I remained composed as I understood during the exchange what his motives were. This contact further supports my request for protection as it involved third parties in a manner that caused me additional distress and harm. Because they exposed you? Because they showed how you was moving behind the scenes? Like, I'm confused. And just this part so far, y'all, is like, what are you trying to tell the judge? Like, Your Honor, he was dismissive, he was aggressive, he was hostile in the text messages during one of our last exchanges. So, you know, this further proves that I need a TPO. What? How about you just leave him the hell alone and stop watching him and you won't need nothing? Like, that's it, that's all. Poor Amira then got caught in the crossfire. She ain't doing nothing but being giggly and just, you know, laughing, being in her soft girl, feminine energy, child. She done caught a whole TPO stray. Poor Momo gonna be next. I am weak, y'all. Okay. So number 2, the allegations of paragraph 2. Okay, we don't need to read that part. That's not her response. Let's go to her response. All right. So she said the allegation is partly true. What the hell? Do I need to read that? Hold on, y'all. I'll just read it anyways. The allegation is partly true and partly untrue. It is true that there was no physical contact after the relationship ended. Okay, she admitted to that. However, the absence of physical contact does not mean that intimidation, harassment, and coercive conduct did not occur. The respondent's characterization of my concerns as purely subjective is not accurate, and the conduct at issue is not limited to physical contact. Oh my God, bruh. It could all be so simple, but you'd rather make it hard. Ooh, child. Thank you, Nene the GOAT. Shout out to my sis. She done gifted 5 memberships. Sis, you should have waited till they, you know, turn up on my goal a little bit. Don't gift no more. Let them try to get at least halfway through the goal. Then you give some. Then you give some, sis. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you. All right. So she said the allegation is partly true and partly untrue. I do not dispute that the respondent creates content for public audiences. However, the issue is not his profession or experience, but how his conduct and public facing actions affected me in this specific context. The existence of a public platform does not negate the impact of statements or actions that I experience as intimidating or harassing. Y'all know what? Y'all know what I noticed? She's saying this, but she didn't submit any proof. What content? Outside of that little, it was a 10-second clip, y'all, where RH in a mirror was sitting on the sofa and RH said, I got my rider with me. And then he said something else. And when he said that, Amira did flip, flip, flip with her, like making the GUN towards the screen. And then RH did flip. And then the clip ended. That's what she said was towards her, y'all. You didn't hear that man say, oh, this is for all my exes. We coming for you. Flip, flip. He said, I got my rider with me. Y'all, I am weak because she's not showing any proof that his content is directed towards her. Like, where is your proof, lady? You can't just say he doing something and not show the actual proof of it being done towards you, whether it be directly or indirectly. It don't work like that. She really did play herself like this. It's very obsessive behavior and it's crazy. Who the hell? Who child? That lady couldn't even enjoy her trip out the country. Soon as she got back, she didn't drop another TPO. You get a CPO. You get a CPO. You Momo, you better look out. Momo better look out. Pretty Bree, you better look out too. Everybody get TPOs like Halloween candy, okay? Thank you, Miss Valerie. You say Popcorn has a replay. This some Fatal Attraction movie material. It definitely is. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you. All right, y'all. So make sure y'all hit that like button. We got 734 in the building. Please hit that like button, y'all. Turn me up on the likes. Please also support your girl's goal. Okay? Yeah, support my little goal, baby. Let's clear out the goal for these good old receipts. Period. These receipts ain't free, y'all. They are not free. Okay? I do my part. I do my part big time, baby. Come and drop these receipts on y'all ass. I can't show it Common Collective because I showed it in members, so I can't show it on here too. Plus because of the hand signals, yeah, YouTube be tripping about certain things, so that's why I showed that in members because they'll flag me for that. All right, next it says following the end of our personal relationship, however, that assistance occurred before the escalation of conduct described in my filings and does not negate the impact of what followed. Any assistance provided does not mean that later conduct was welcome, appropriate, or non intimidating. As the respondent's behavior escalated, I no longer felt comfortable or safe continuing any interaction and took steps to disengage. The timing of the and context of events matter, and the conduct at issue arose after those boundaries were set. Why did you reach out to him when his dad passed? I don't care if the grandma gone. I don't care if the auntie, the great aunt, I'm not reaching out to nobody giving condolences and I'm scared of them. I'm in fear for my life. It's not going to happen. Ma'am, you are full of crap. Hey, Latte. Hey, my love. Like, that don't even make sense. Who the hell giving condolences to somebody then putting a TPO on? That is weird. Even offering to do she wanted to do a podcast with him too. Like, make it make sense. When she got wind that RH was about to start talking about narcissism, she wanted to collab with him, y'all. And that was in the midst of the timing that she said he was doing things to her. That is crazy. Look like you skipped number 4. No, I didn't. I didn't skip number 4. Um, that's just the like pre what they call it, y'all. Pre-type. I forgot what it's called, but it's just basically saying if the allegations are true or untrue. She didn't I'm reading the parts that she typed out, not the parts that was already on the paper, if that makes sense. But basically it's just saying, I'm gonna read it to you. The allegations of paragraph 4, admitted as true, X, denied as untrue, neither admitted or nor denied, because I do not have enough information to know the truth of the matter. Partly true, partly untrue, specifically as follows. That's why I wasn't reading that, those parts, because she's supposed to check the box, but she didn't check any of them. So, I'm only reading what she typed out, y'all. Um, Thank you, Miss Glenda. I appreciate you, my love. All right, hold on. Yeah, I'm only reading what she typed out. I ain't skipping nothing. I promise y'all. Okay, let me go back down. Let's see if I can remember where I was. Uh, hold on. Did I read this final picture? Oh, you're right. I did skip number 4. I didn't even, child, my bad. I didn't even realize. I gotta stop paying attention to the chat, y'all, because that throwing me off. Thank you, whoever said that. I thought you was talking about this part. Okay, my bad, y'all. The response that was not on purpose. I swear. I swear. That's why I gotta stop looking at the chat because I get distracted fast. The respondent suggests that because I contacted him, and this is what I was looking for. I wanted to see if she was going to admit to her contacting him. The respondent suggests because I contacted him, I could not have been afraid. That is not accurate. That is very accurate because it sounds crazy as hell. The contact he references was limited and occurred for specific non-personal reasons. In one instance, in December, I reached out after the respondent's father passed away. At the beginning of that conversation, I briefly offered condolences, which I felt was appropriate given the circumstances. Ma'am, you still reached out to him. Ain't nobody in their right mind reaching out to nobody that they say they are afraid of and not in their right state of mind. You accusing this man of being a totally different person and hostile, aggressive, all of those things, but you reaching out to him? That sounds foolish. And the judge probably will agree. Like, ain't no way in hell you don't contact somebody that you trying to get a TPO against. That's the purpose of the damn TPO, to avoid all contact. That don't even make sense. So, so she said, hold on, y'all. Let me see. Okay, the conversation then immediately shifted to a necessary business matter. At that time, I had been removed from full administrative control of my business page after someone with back-end access took control of it. And the respondent was the only other individual who previously had access. And he also proved that he did not do it. Okay? The purpose of the contact was solely to address the loss of access and regain control of my business platform. You still had conversation with him. That don't negate the fact that, no, that don't even make sense. Conversation is conversation. Contact is contact. Whether it's physical or not, that's literally the claim she making. Yeah, we didn't have physical contact, but that still doesn't negate the fact that I'm afraid. Like, make it make sense. You still was in contact with him and you reached out to him. 1, to offer condolences, and 2, to try to see what was going on with your page. You could have contacted Meta. Like, you could have contacted Kevin. Well, not. You could have contacted Kevin or the other sister. Like, you could have contacted one of them if you wanted to offer condolences. You didn't have to go straight to the one you putting the TPO on. Like, make it make sense. So, She says, let's see, hold on, y'all. This contact occurred before the escalation of conduct described in my exhibits. No, it didn't. It's still in the midst. Oh my God. It's still in that time frame, y'all. She said that it started back in what? Don't let me not misquote y'all. I'm gonna have to go back to her old paperwork. But somebody, if y'all know, put it in the chat. But if I'm not mistaken, she said it started back in June, July of 2025 until now, January 2026. That's when she said it started. RH daddy passed away in December. How much time did he have to escalate hostility towards you in a month's time? Make that make sense, y'all. Why is she lying? That's a lie. Like literally, she said this contact occurred before the escalation of conduct described in my exhibits. How? Where's the proof? Where's the proof of the escalation of conduct? Because if you said he started moving a certain way towards you back in June, July 2025, we are currently in February 2026. His dad passed away in December. That's not even 2 months ago. That's not even 2 months ago. So make it make sense. That looked even worse on her part, y'all. The fact that the contact just recently happened. That looks even worse on her. It shows motive. It shows motive because of the timing. Why did you do that at a specific time? If you say that man been harassing, intimidating, stalking, all of the things towards you since June of last year, why did you wait till January 2026 to put a TPO on him? That don't even make sense. Knowing that you had just previously, the month before you did it, reached out to him twice. That's the crazy part. Exactly. RH has to respond again, y'all. He gonna have to respond again to what she put. You got to respond. He gonna have to rebuttal her, and I'm pretty sure he can. And you know what really makes her look bad is not even so much the stuff between her and RH. It's the stuff that the people that's connected to RH has. It's their text message because it's their text messages show how obsessive she was over him, how she was stalking him in a mirror. That's what the third party text messages show. That's not a good look when you putting a TPO on somebody. Because why are you still the judge gonna say why are you still worrying about who he with, what he doing, where they at, how they kissing, if he touched on her ass? Like who worries about stuff like that when they're afraid? You scared of him, but you paying attention to how passionately he kissed in the mirror? Like what? Now, anyway. So, and even to the point, let's not forget this very important detail. Let's not forget the text message where, since she's saying, hold up, y'all, I forgot about this. And remind me, I might go look for it once we finish with these documents. But she's saying that she ended things with RH. And she was like, I feel like we shouldn't have no communication or be friends moving forward, whatever, right? Well, why is there a message between her and somebody connected to RH where she's asking that person to talk to him because he's avoiding her ass? And it's also stated that she's willing to take marriage off the table just to date him exclusively. Child, I would definitely show that to the judge. Okay? Because you were so hell bent on having a piece of this man in my Betty Wright voice that you was willing to limit and downplay what you wanted. You was willing to settle at your big old age. You was willing to settle for exclusively dating over marriage. Ain't no way in hell. If you said you want marriage, you want marriage. Like, I don't understand that. Who doing that? If that, especially if you scared of that man, why did you want marriage with him? Child, anyways. So she said, thank you, Michaela. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you. Make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all. Let me see where we at, y'all. This contact occurred, but okay, I read that part. It was not personal in nature, not an attempt to reconcile, and not an invitation for continued communication. That don't even matter though. It's not about whether it was about reconciliation, whether it was actually personal because you reached out to him on his dad passing. That's personal. That ain't business. The other one was business when you reached out about your page, but you reached out to him to give condolences about his father. That's personal. Period. And that could have sparked up further conversation. And he wouldn't have been at fault because you shouldn't have reached out to him if you're trying to sever ties. If you don't want no communication, then don't ignite the communication. Make it make sense. So, hold up, y'all. She says, let's see. Contact made out of necessity or basic human courtesy does not negate fear. She's trying to make that stick, baby. Thank you, Taya. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you. She's trying so hard to convince the judge that, hey, I did reach out to him, but it don't mean nothing. It don't mean I ain't still scared just because I reached out to him twice. How that sound, y'all? She's trying to convince the judge hard, baby, hard body. Like, sir, yeah, I reached out to him about his dad. Yeah, I reached out to him about my business page. That don't mean I ain't scared, sir. Girl, listen. I would have didn't change my number. Like, what? I'm scared of you. I don't want to talk to you at all. I want you to leave me the hell alone. I don't even want to watch your page anymore. But you doing it though. You doing it. Anyway. So she said contact made out of necessity or basic human courtesy does not negate fear once behavior escalates. After the respondent's conduct became hostile and intimidating, I no longer felt safe and took steps to disengage. Oh, I can't wait to see that proof of hostility and intimidation. I can't wait to see the proof because none of it is direct. So that's gonna be a hard one right there. You gotta prove that somebody is actually talking about you and directing things towards you. You can't just feel it. Okay? Because if that's the case, if we could just feel somebody's doing something to us and not have to prove it, a lot of people will be in a whole lot of trouble. A whole lot, y'all. Imagine you could just go to the court and get a TPO because you feel like something that you're voluntarily watching. You're not being made to watch. You're voluntarily watching is intimidating, threatening, stalkish behavior. If you feel all of those things, stop watching. Especially if your name is not being called. As far as we know, RH could be talking about NT by T. She has provided zero proof, y'all, of any direct, and when I say direct, meaning stating her name, any direct proof of him talking about her or coming up to her or going to her house. None of that. None of that. So, number 5, the allegation is partly true and partly untrue. I do not dispute that the respondent provided limited assistance related to business promotion and digital strategy during a period. You can't dispute that. You can't. You can't dispute that because he did. Everybody knows he did. We wouldn't know of a season if it wouldn't be for him. And his supporters is the one who gave her the nickname. That's the crazy part. So, you say, can I get hooked up with a gifted membership? YouTube picks it, babe. Anytime they give membership, they can't choose who get them. YouTube chooses it. It's an automated system, y'all. unfortunately. So it's not, you can't say, hey, I want to gift this to this person. YouTube, once the person purchases the gifted memberships, then YouTube with the automated system picks people in the chat. Hit that like button. We got 754 in the building. Hit that like button for your girl. Okay. All right. So she says, let me make sure I ain't skip her. Okay. Following the end of our personal relationship, however, that assistance occurred before the escalation of conduct described in my filings and does not negate the impact of what followed. Any assistance provided does not mean that later conduct was welcome, appropriate, or non intimidating. As the respondent's behavior escalated, I no longer felt comfortable or safe continuing any interaction and took steps to disengage. The timing of context of events matter, and the conduct at issue arose after those boundaries were set. Ooh, child. All I'm hearing, y'all, is I can't stop watching this thing. I can't stop watching. That's all I'm hearing reading it. That man is not fooling with her. And that's what the problem is. That's what the problem is. He is not fooling with her. Like, oh, child. I pray my sons, oh, Lord Jesus, please cover my boys. They so handsome. Like, please, Lord, don't let them run into no females that ain't got all these marbles, Lord. All right. Please, Lord. Please. All right, so number 6, she said the allegations is untrue. I did not initiate contact with individuals close to the respondent for the purpose of intervention or reconciliation. The proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the messages. Hey, beautifully designed. She's singing Heartbreak Hotel. This is the Heartbreak Hotel. Listen, she so is me. She calling y'all out right here though. Like she said, she did not initiate contact with individuals close to the respondent. Um, well, what were you doing in those messages? What were you doing in those messages? Hey, Mr. Sanders, Mr. Sanders said Miss Season is a big liar, and she is too old and obsessed, and she is looking like a fool. This is embarrassing. And she got damn near, well, she got grown kids. Like, I would be embarrassed. Ain't no way in hell. I wouldn't even want it. I feel like some relationships you shouldn't even want nobody to know you had that connection with. Based on their situationship, I would have been too embarrassed to even put any of this out there. Like, child, ain't no way in hell. I would have just had to let that go. Like, just let it, okay? Yeah. Take the loss, cut the losses. Okay. So she said, I did not initiate contact with individuals close to the respondent for the purpose of intervention or reconciliation. No, you initiated contact with them to manipulate them, try to get them on your side, and try to paint RH as the bad part so that you can have them on your side. That's why you was feeding y'all. This lady was talking to so many females behind the scenes that, well, not all of them was connected, sorry. But based on what I've seen, the people that came out, let me count. 1, 2, 3. I don't want to say their names out loud, okay? 4. Who am I missing? 5. I only know of 5, but I'm pretty sure other people, and I know of 5 people, okay? 5 people, and 2, let's see, 3 out of those 5 actually talk to RH, like on the phone and stuff like that, okay? So, yeah, that's real interesting how you was in close contact with the people that is closest to him. And those messages are very interesting of sending you, child, what y'all, I showed my members, and I ain't gonna say who gave me this, But I'm gonna just tell y'all, y'all gonna have to go to members only, to get the rest of the. But I show my members one in particular where she messaged somebody at like 3:42 in the morning about RH and a mirror being out on a date. Okay, so listen, I ain't no way in hell, baby. Listen, I'm asleep at 3:42 a.m. It's no way in hell. Ain't no way. Um, Let me see. You gotta go out and come back in if you have an issue with if you don't hear no sound, go out and come back in. Sage had everybody going to the hole in the wall. It's a lot. Damn. I see. That's why I say I only know of 5 people. I could only imagine how many other ones it was. And y'all, imagine if those 5 people were just the ones I know of. All get together and compare messages. Imagine the manipulation in that circle of messages. Imagine. Because I've seen messages from a few of those people that they didn't put out here so far. And it definitely screams manipulation. Okay? Manipulation, trying to get these people on her side to go against him. Um, Thank you, Myla, for being a member for 11 months. You say her name is now sealed in my mind as Momon Tasteley. Oh, y'all get on my nerves. No season, she doing all this to get interaction from him. A true stalker, no, she is. No, Sazon ain't playing, baby. Sazon, Sazon want that man attention. Mr. Sanders said, and she wants the attention that Bree got, but she won't be getting it. Saga in the city. Say you been saving the city, aka season. Nope, she won't. She will not. Once this court stuff is over, she will be but a thought. But a thought. It ain't gonna even be talked about no more. Nobody's gonna care. And I think that's what she actually wanted. Cause based on the messages that I seen y'all from the different parties, a couple people that talked to her, it like I said, it gave manipulation and it made me feel like she has an issue with their situationship just, kind of like dissolving and being forgotten, if that makes sense. Like, oh, he done moved on to another female and like I ain't nothing and nobody's talking about it, nobody's acknowledging me and what I did. Da, 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 da. That's what it gives to me, y'all. That's what that gives. So I personally feel like, and I told my members this, I feel like she did this because she wanted the bloggers to talk about it. She wanted, but she thought that it was going to be in her defense. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. But I don't think she was expecting the people that, she was in communication with to come out or RH to respond the way that he did. She probably sitting out there in front of his house watching your live podcast. That girl that lost her entire mind. Not outside of his house. She was stalking Amira and Robert. Yep. I seen it. I seen the receipts. That is crazy. All right, y'all. Hey, my dudes. Hey, my love. This is serious. Like, all right, better be. Child, listen, if I was him, ooh, once this is all said and done with this TPO stuff, I would go file charges if I was him. Because, yeah, you got to be careful with people like this. When people start feeling are taking indirect messages as direct threats, you gotta be careful with those type of people. Okay, it's giving a little insane. You gotta be careful. So, let me see where we at, y'all. What page we on? Is this 24? How we on page 4? It's 24 pages, but it's not a lot. Some of them is like text messages. Okay, so let me see. The allegations is untrue. I did not initiate. Okay, I read that. Any communication that occurred was initiated by others, not by me. One such conversation occurred. So she need to prove that. She needs to prove that all of these people that's connected to RH reached out to her. She said none of the conversations for the people that's in the chat, if any of those people are in the chat right now, and I know they are, I ain't gonna say their name, but she basically saying that she didn't initiate conversation with none of y'all. That y'all reached out to her. Okay? That's what she's saying. But that's not what those text messages give. They don't give that. Um, look like you getting your TPO tomorrow. I don't give a fuck. Child, listen. You ain't gotta tell me but one time. Well, anyway, so no, but y'all, this is content, okay? We have we are protected under the media. Period. Ain't no harassment. This is public documents that can be read online. Period. All right, so hold on, let me see where we at. Uh, y'all done made me lose my spot again. Okay. She said any communication that occurred was initiated by others, not by me. One such conversation occurred during a private text exchange in which I believe I was speaking in confidence and without any intention of involving third parties. You was. You was, but the problem is when when you do certain things out of malice, out of malicious intent, to hurt someone's reputation and our livelihood, you really didn't think these people that's closest to him wouldn't speak up when they know you cap? Like, make it make sense. Who the hell are they right? That's like somebody knowing somebody unalive somebody and they not say nothing because that person told them in private, in secrecy. Like, don't tell nobody. And you know it's morally wrong. And but so you come out and you talk. Like, make it make sense. No. I did not ask anyone to intervene, reconcile, or speak to the respondent on my behalf. That's a damn lie. Hold up. Hold up. Hold on. Matter of fact, I ain't even gonna get distracted. But I know I seen one of them messages where um she had a particular party to talk to RH on her behalf. Okay? We'll just leave that at that. But anyways, let me see where we at. During that conversation, I expressly asked that there be no involvement and that no one communicate with the respondent about me. That is, oh my God, y'all. Wow. Wow. You see, I hope the judge be like, can you prove all of this? Like, can you prove all, like, do you have any proof to back up what you're saying now? I later learned that portions of this private text communication were released publicly without full context and that some messages were omitted or deleted. Hold on. Resulting in a narrative that did not reflect the circumstances in which the messages were made. That don't matter. That let me tell y'all why that don't matter. Regardless if the messages, if she feel like certain messages were omitted or deleted or whatever, it still does not negate the fact that it still does not take away from the things that she was saying, right? Yes, it was other people talking on the other end, but it does not take away from the fact of her sending a mirror sitting down or her and RH at a restaurant and she's sending it to people talking about, oh, look how he passionately kissed her. Or, oh, he just grabbed her ass. Like it that oh, child. Okay. Anyways, um, hold on, y'all. Let's see. The third party suggested that we talk and work out our grievances. Once I realized the situation could be mischaracterized or escalate further, I disengaged and reaffirmed my boundaries. Oh my God. So the message, my question to her is the message where you were saying, um, even if I take marriage off the table and we just date exclusively, like what is that about? That don't sound like boundaries to me. That sound like you want what you want, but you willing to settle just to have a little piece of that man child. Okay? Yeah. Taking marriage off the table to date him exclusively without other women being involved does not sound like you having boundaries up. That's crazy. So she said, I believe court intervention was necessary for my safety and protection. Bruh, Miss Season, I would actually, you know, not be on your side, but kind of be on your side if this man was actually doing things to intimidate you or to threaten you or cause you harm. The fact that nobody, and I mean no, not even the lady across the street agrees with you. Now you know that speaks volume. You know that speaks volume. Nobody can see what you seeing is crazy. How is it that you the only person that's watching this man's content and assuming he talking about you? None of us get that. And y'all already know I told y'all, if I was to watch RH's content and I felt like just a little bit, felt like he was referencing her or subbing her or any of those things, I would call it out. Because it's wrong. It's wrong. And he should not be doing that if he's doing it. But it don't. Not one time has this man said her name. This is, bruh, this is crazy, y'all. This, oh my God. So, hold up. I need, what's the lights looking like, y'all? We got 750 in the building. I need y'all to hit that like button. How much do I have left on my goal? Mods, y'all let me know, okay? Because we got 750 people in here. I set a goal of 20. That should have been cleared out at the beginning of the live stream. Talk breaking it all the way down. I need y'all to do y'all part. Run them likes up. We should have at least 600 on the likes. Y'all know I never ask for 100% on the likes because we be having some trolls. I know that. Okay, so yeah, but we should have at least 600 on the likes. Y'all getting this good free tea content. So support your girl. Okay, do y'all part too. All right, so um, she said, I believe court intervention was necessary for my safety and protection. After the temporary protective order was filed on January 9th, 2026, the respondent contacted my phone on January 27th, 2026 at approximately 11:25 p.m. I did not answer the call. At that time, the temporary protective order was in full effect. This contact further reinforced my concern and the need for continued protection. Girl, y'all, even if RH did call her, you called him too, ma'am. You called him about his daddy. You called him about your page. Like, make that make sense. How you even know he was calling you on some, ooh, I'm about to unalive you if you answer that phone. Like, what? How we even know that he knew about the TPO? I don't understand it because they granted it before he was even able to provide any receipts. Child. Anyways, RH know why she doing it. He know exactly why she doing it. He ain't crazy. All right, so um, let's So she said, where did I stop, y'all? I did not answer the call at the time. The temporary order was in full effect. This contact further reinforced my concern and the need for continued protection. I respectfully request that the court enforce the existing temporary protective order and grant such further relief as the court deems just and appropriate. Number eight, the allegations of, okay, I don't need to read that part. That's just something that the court did. And she didn't check. Y'all notice she didn't check off anything for 8 and 9. Okay, so we're gonna go up. She didn't check anything off for box number 10. All right, let's go up. Didn't check nothing off for 11, 12, 13. All of these boxes are the same, y'all. That's why I'm skipping through them because that's just inserts from the court where she has to respond to his claim. She's basically responding to, the things that he said in his counter. Okay. So all of this is empty. All right, let's see. We should be getting to the text messages. Hey to everybody that's coming in. Okay. All right. Let's see. Hold up, y'all. Give me a second, right quick. Uh-uh. All right, hold on, y'all, right quick. Give me a second. Hold that door, too. What? All right. Let me do my line. So, all right, y'all, my bad. That's my son. He probably called to ask why she included him. You never know. He probably like, what? Why are you doing this? He probably called her to say, why are you doing this? Like, are you serious? I know I would have called. I'd have been like, what? Nah, I know you lying. Prove that anything I do is connected to you, or in the, in um targeting you. That's what I want to say. So I'm trying to make sure I don't expose no personal information. Okay. All right. Counterclaim. And she didn't check anything off. Let's see. Let's go up. I'm showing y'all everything, but I'm trying to be careful because one of these messages did have his phone number on it, y'all. So, all right. Hold up. Hold up. Can you turn that off? Turn that. Hold on, y'all. All right. My bad. Busting my child. Ooh. Hope I didn't show nothing. Okay. Let's go up. Hold on, y'all. Let's go fast. None of this got nothing on it, y'all. None of. Oh, that's what I didn't want to show. So, she just showed right here, missed call, where she said he called her January 27th at 11:25 p.m. and she didn't answer, y'all. Okay, so that's she showed that. All right, let's go up. Now we get to the text message. Tupac Mika said he didn't mean to call her. What Mika said that at? I don't see that. Hold on. Let me go up. But it, you, child, even if he didn't mean to call, whether he meant to call her or didn't, you say, why would he call her and he has a TPO on him? But you know what? Even if he meant to call or didn't mean to call, like, he not going to get in trouble for calling. This situation is crazy, bro. Like, this is retarded, okay? Thank you, Mila. You say hit the like button, do the right thing for the right one. If Lupac wasn't online right now, many would be looking for her. And this real commentary in the daytime with a flashlight is free. Let them know, sister. Okay, they was y'all was blowing me up when I wasn't on live. So I need y'all to do y'all part. Hit that like button and support my little goal. Cause y'all know y'all was yeah. Pac, where you at? Pac, where you at? Pac, where you at? Trying to get to finish my video. I heard from jump on live for y'all. So I need y'all to do y'all part too. Okay? Hit that like button and let's clear the goal. Clear the little goal. It ain't but a little baby goal now. It's a little baby goal. All right. So thank you, Myla. I appreciate you, my love. Hey, Real Talk Vibe. Hey, Paige. Okay. So let's get to the text messages. Now we get to the good stuff. All right, y'all. Let me pull up because I want to pull up his text messages that he submitted to compare them. Because our 8 submitted, okay, Friday, June 6th, God Got Me was the first message. All right. You say, Lupac, why don't have how long the call was, like his screenshot showed, because she didn't answer. That's why she didn't answer. And Mika said that he accidentally called her. Like he didn't call her on purpose. And it makes sense because think about it. If somebody want to get in contact with you, they're gonna call more than once. So I could see it being an accident because it was only one call. You know how somebody trying to call you and they want to talk to you, they gonna call you 3 or 4 times and you'll have like 3 or 4 missed calls from that person. It was only one. It was only one call. So it could have been an accident. It could have very well been an accident, him calling her. And he could have also called her to talk to her. Like, I'm not negating either, you know. I'm being fair. Ooh, something in my eye. Let me see. The receipt he had shows it was canceled. Wait, what are y'all talking about? Okay. Um, so y'all, my thing is, now we get into the text messages that she submitted. Why did she submit these black and white copy text messages? If y'all remember, RH, let me show y'all what RH submitted. Hold up. Let me show y'all the difference. And his has actual dates and time. Okay? So that makes a major difference to me. Watch. I'm about to show y'all. I feel like something is being hidden the way she submitted hers. You don't see no dates. If you're trying to prove that he left out messages, why wouldn't you submit your messages with the date and the time? His had dates and time. Harm said he should not have called her, just like she should not have called him. Exactly. Point blank period. Point blank period. All right, hold on, y'all. Hold on. I want to show y'all something right quick. I want to show y'all the difference. Because something in the milk ain't clean, baby. Uh, Give me a second. I'm upload this text message. Should be up there. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna take this down for a second, and we're going to go back to it because I want to show y'all what he submitted. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. So this is the difference, y'all. This is the difference. This is what RH submitted to the courts. All of his messages look just like this. Just like this, y'all. Just like this. Let me ask y'all something. Whenever, because I don't have an eye, well, I do have, I barely use it. So let's say if you texting with somebody, right, and they delete messages from a certain date, does the date still stay there or does the date disappear too? iPhone users, let me know because I don't know. I'm just asking. I'm just asking. But um, notice how, like I said, his text messages. This is how it came from the court, y'all. His is look just like the phone, right? You can see the dates and the time on all of his messages. On hers, now let's go back to hers. Let me take this down. To me, it's given very much attention. All right, this is hers. Hey, why is it? Oh, it is this. Okay. This is hers, y'all. Y'all can see, and this date right here don't count because this is, the date that she submitted it and the time. That's not the actual date on the phone. So don't look at that. Um, but y'all notice it say R that like it said me Robert, but the truth, then the date and the time would be right here. Where is it? Date still show date still show can see erase messages if sent by the date and time remain. Okay, well, if that's the case, then he didn't delete no messages. He didn't delete no messages if the date will still show. Because if y'all didn't see it, but when I looked through the messages that he sent her, I mean that he uploaded to the courts, it shows that, like, okay, let's say he messaged her, let's say she messaged him on the 9th, right? Of June, the 9th of June. And then, they might talk a little bit and then um she'll message him again on the 13th. That's how it looks. That's how it looked. And the reason why I didn't get suspicious of that is because they weren't in communication around those times, like meaning they wasn't together. They wasn't dealing with each other. So it wasn't unusual, if that makes sense. It wasn't unusual like to say, oh, well, something missing because they didn't talk on the 10th or the 11th. No, it didn't seem like that. It just seemed like, she'll message him sporadically about something. He'll respond, and then, or, she'll message him and he won't respond. That's what it gave. That's what it gave to me. But this right here is very much suspicious because why would you upload this like this? Where is the date and the time? Why wouldn't you put a better quality of messages? And if you're trying to insinuate, this is where y'all have to remember that first paragraph that I read. And once I finish reading these messages, we're going to go back to that paragraph and I'm going to read it again. But she made accusations in that paragraph. And that's why I said, y'all remember that so we can see if it adds up with what, the proof that she submitted. Because this is what she submitted, the text messages right here. But these text messages look different from what RH submitted. Okay, so let's get to it. All right, hold up. Okay, so it's and the thing is too, y'all, it's hard to tell who's who because it's not in color. So I'm gonna have to guess. We're gonna have to guess who's who based on the way the message is, right? Matter of fact, no. Hold on. So if you sending it, you will be on the left or the right. I'm guessing this would be her on the left, and the respondent would be on the right, huh, y'all? Or is this, I don't know, y'all. So hold on. Let me just read. Let me just read and we'll figure it out, y'all. All right? We'll figure it out as we go. Women write paragraphs, men write sentences. Yes, that's true. Oh no, our H was writing some paragraphs in here too, though. Hold on. So this one says, how far are you away? And then the next one says, I've taken some time to think about where we are. And I need to be honest with myself and with you. I've put a lot into this relationship and I've been clear about what I need. So we can already assume that she is the long message. Okay? All right. She the long message. So now we know more than likely it's going to be him on the left and her on the right, y'all. Okay? So she said, I've taken some time to think about where we are, and I need to be honest with myself and with you. I put a lot into this relationship, and I've been clear about what I need. Unfortunately, we're not aligned on those things, and I don't see the future I want here. Oh my God. She basically proving it. So you knew all along that this man didn't want what you want, right? Okay, so then she says, this isn't easy, but I need to focus on myself and my own well-being. I've reached the point where I need to step away, and I hope you understand this is the best decision for me. I wish you nothing but the best. Why would he have an issue with that when he was online saying he was single the whole time? So yeah, all right, let's go. So RH responds. Now we know, y'all. RH is on the left, she on the right. So RH responds and says, I truly appreciate you taking the time to share your feelings with me. And I want to respond with the same honesty and respect. You already know everything I've been through and what I'm still working through. I've been upfront from the beginning about not wanting marriage again or being ready for a committed relationship. You deserve the love and commitment you're looking for, and I hate that this. Let's go down. Ooh, y'all. Let's go down. Hold up. Y'all, why this message say R LaTruth and then this one say H Hampton? That's weird. All right, anyway. So y'all notice that? The top one say R LaTruth and then this one say H Hampton. Did he change it to? I don't know, y'all. Anyways. So LaTruth then says, you deserve the love and commitment you're looking for. And I hate this means the end of our friendship. That, damn, all of y'all. But I also respect your decision because I know how important this is to you. Right now, my focus is on rebuilding my life, getting back to a place where I can even consider giving you or anyone else what they truly deserve. I have two daughters I'm still working to provide. Hold on, y'all. Provide for, and my priority is stability. I appreciate you for being there for me, just as I've had your back. It's rare to find genuine people, and that's something I'll always value. No matter what, I'll always wish you the best. And if you ever need anything, don't hesitate to reach out. That's what he said, y'all. That's what I said, Mika. Why does one set say um R, then LaTruth, and then the other one say H and then Hampton? I hope she ain't uh cooked up some fake messages and submitted because in all actuality, this could have been typed. This could have been typed because it's in black and white. At least you know with his, it was real messages because it looked just like the damn message. Child, you know what? I can't wait to see how RH responds to this. I cannot wait because something is telling something just ain't right. Something ain't right, y'all. I'm sorry. Something is not right. Wow, now I want to see these messages, but in his phone. Go check, Mika. Go check, girl, because it's giving something ain't right, child. But y'all, did y'all pay attention to how he responded to her? She's saying she walked away, but in all actuality, it looked like he was never in anything for her to walk away from. So I'm confused. So she then says, it's so disingenuous of you to use Chat GPT to respond to me. This is one of my issues with you. No real emotions is sickening. I don't agree that's a Chat GPT response. That definitely gave a real response. That to me gave a real response. That didn't give Chat GPT. Like if you know, you know. If you know a Chat GPT response, then you know. Okay? It definitely gave that he typed that out himself. So he said, you a lie. I wrote this. Chat GPT would have had spaces. I'm not a dummy. I can write. Okay? Or you spelled right wrong. You spelled right wrong. I had to be petty, y'all, because he did spell right wrong. You forgot the W, okay? It's just a little different. It's a little different, bro. So then she said, I've been around you long enough to know how stronger your writing skills are. Spare me, but whatever. Like, how you mad? What did you want from him? How you y'all, how you walk away from somebody, but you get mad because they don't respond the way you want them to, but you did the walking away? If you was walking away from him, you shouldn't have cared how he responded. You shouldn't have cared. That's like being fake mad at somebody, but like still loving on like, yeah, I'm act fake mad. I'm act like I'm mad, but I'm really not. Or I'm act like I'm walking away just to see if he gonna beg me to stay. That's what that gave. That, that's what that gave to me, y'all. Like, make it make sense. You did the walking away. You put up the boundaries, but you mad because he didn't respond the way you wanted him to. Child. She wanted him to beg her to stay. That's what he did. All right, so let's go to the next one, y'all. Now we back at the Hampton. Where is the date and the time? I am like really confused. Why is the date and the time not showing on these messages? Like, I don't understand that. It's writing just as well. So you can't even see like little indentions of where the date and time would be. That's crazy. Something ain't right, y'all. Like it's hard to believe these messages when there's no date and time. We need to see that. All right. Crazy. Okay, yeah. So, let's see. Hold on. Where did we stop? Okay, so he says, "I returned your call. What's up?" And then she's wait. He was on the right, y'all. Hold on. So she on the right. She on the left. The truth on the left. She on the right. See, this is why she should have put up the messages in their real format, like because this topic ish is confusing. Okay, this is crazy. So he's on the left, she on the right. So she said, "I returned your call. What's up?" He said, um, wait, she on the left. Okay, damn, why is this so confusing to me? He's on the left. Y'all, I just had a dumb moment. I gotta remember that part. He on the left, she on the right. Okay. So she said, "I return your call. What's up?" He said, "Did you want to discuss how you feel?" She then says, "It's not going to matter. I'm drowning in this situation, and the fear of the unknown leaves me feeling unsafe. I tried. I really did." Y'all, this is why these messages are dangerous. Because if she submitted this like this to the courts, then that means the courts can't even see the date and the time on it. Far as we know, these messages could have been from the beginning or the middle of their situation. Like these messages could have been from a long time ago, far as we know. Cause how Mika, is RH still driving Lyft? Is he still driving Lyft? Let me know in the chat. Thank you, Miss Jean. You said, "Why are the fonts different? No dates, no time, different initials. I can't." Ooh, child, listen. Yeah, we gonna see. He gotta respond again. So we gonna see. We're gonna see what's what. Because yeah, something ain't right with this. I'm sorry. If I can't, y'all, these documents came straight from the courts. You cannot, and I hope when RH respond, he let the judge know, like, why did she submit this without dates and time to paint a narrative? But she's talking about he trying to paint a narrative. He was more genuine with his messages because he submitted them in their actual formats. You submitted copies where they don't even have no dates and times on it. So that will throw off anybody. Because in all actuality, guess what, y'all? We know who's who, but the judge don't. How is the judge supposed to know who's who when he reading these messages? How he supposed to know? A stranger won't know who's who with these messages. That's the crazy part. So why is it darker than the other type, y'all? This is crazy. Okay? I don't know. I don't know. No, he not driving Lyft. When did he stop, Mika? When did he stop driving Lyft? Because that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, child. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, so Let me see. She on the left, she on the right. Okay, I gotta remember that. Let me see. Where did we stop off? She on the right. So she said, "It's not going to matter. I'm drowning in this situation, and the fear of the unknown leaves me feeling unsafe." Then she said, "I tried. I really did." So then our eight says, "Is that a no? Because if so, I'm going to bed. I'm tired from driving for Lyft all day long." And then she said, "You can call." I am weak, bruh. Wow. So then he said, "What you doing?" Like, what is the date? As far as we know, this could be a week apart. These messages could be from 1 week and then they skip to a whole nother week. Who's child? All right. So he said, "What you doing?" So then she says, "Robert, I'm not interested in having the same conversations over and over again unless there's something new to say. If you're ready to have a real discussion, we can talk when I'm ready." Oh, okay. So then he says, "I'm still not ready to talk about." Hold up, let's go up. What the hell? Where's the rest of that message? Uh-uh. Oh, y'all, why she cut that one off? It says, "I'm still not ready to talk about marriage." Notice she cut that message off, but you can see a little piece of the M, RRIA, and then, the rest of it. She cut that message off, y'all. Wow. But he's manipulating the text messages. Oh, okay, yeah. He manipulating the text message, but she cut that off. So she wanted to have y'all. Oh my God. She did her big one. She did her big one. LaTruth. If you watching, you need to go back through your phone. If these are real messages, you need to go back through your phone and you need to submit these very same messages in their original context with dates and time. It's gonna help you, I promise. Because she's trying to paint a narrative with these messages, y'all. Watch. Let me show y'all something. Y'all know I be clocking. Notice how she said right here. It's not going to matter. Wait, let me go back to him. He said, "Did you want to discuss how you feel?" Right? So then he says, "It's not going to, then she said, it's not going to matter. I'm drowning in this situation. And the fear of the unknown leaves me feeling unsafe." Y'all, guess what? Somebody who don't know would assume that she's talking about her safety and like her safety, her life, whatever. But she's actually talking about when she say it leaves me feeling unsafe, she's talking about not knowing what the future holds for them. She ain't talking about her safety as in she's being threatened. Okay? I hope y'all picking up what I'm putting down. She's talking about the unsafeness of their future or her not knowing what's gonna come. Because the reason why I could put that together is because that message that's cut off where he said he's not ready to talk about marriage. Okay? I'm still not ready to discuss marriage. That's how I was able to figure that message out. But the way she cut, child, this is good. This is wow. I have the receipt of the call being canceled. Send it to me. Send it to me, Mika. How did it go from R LaTruth to 8 canceled? I I don't know. I don't know, but this is good. I know if I was R8, I would double back because he gotta respond again, y'all. They go back to court on the 6th, which is in what's today? Is the second or the third? Today is the second. So they go back to court in 4 days. So he has to respond again, right? So if I was him, I would submit these messages with the dates and times, and that way it can show even the ones that she cut off. Because make that make sense. Why is it that the most important message in this piece of thread right here is cut off when he's telling her, "I'm not ready to talk about marriage," and then you can't see the rest? That's interesting. And then when you go to the next page, why you don't see the rest of that message? Why does it jump to something completely different? But he the one that's manipulating the messages or deleting the child by. I'ma reset it. Who said that? I'ma reset it discussion board. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Ooh, I'm getting tired, y'all. Hit that like button, turn it for pop, and so make sure y'all support my goal, y'all. My goal should be clear by now. You know it ain't, y'all. I'm gonna reset it because we've been here a while. We almost 2 hours in. Y'all know I don't normally go over 2 hours. Okay? So I'm gonna give some extra time. But I need y'all to do y'all part too. Make sure y'all hitting that like button and uh clear out my little goal. Well, I gotta wait till it finishes. I gotta wait till it finishes before I can reset it. Thank you, Con. Thank you, my love. Why the bottom of the pages it has a Google email. I don't know. Google email. Maybe she screenshot them and then sent them to her email. I don't know, y'all. I knew the messages was not connected. Well, that one for sure. That one for sure. It ain't. No, it's not. It's not adding up, y'all. Okay, something in the milk ain't clean, baby. Hold on, y'all. Oh, he did accidentally call her, y'all. Well, are you okay with me showing that? Hold on. He needs to upload that. Hold on, y'all. Wow. Yep. He did accidentally call her. I got the proof right here. Because he canceled the call. So if somebody is trying to call you to get you on the phone, one, they're going to call more than once, even if you don't answer. And he canceled the call. Like you can see where he only called it one time and it was canceled. He canceled the call, not her. Because it says canceled call today at 11:25 p.m. And that's the exact time that the call was made. So, wow. He need to submit this too, Mika. He need to submit this also. Because she's trying to make it seem like he was trying to reach out to her. You did. Mika said, I told y'all. Okay, hold on. Let me send it to my email. I'm gonna show y'all. All right, hold up, y'all. Yeah, I didn't say it. Like this is so sad, bro. This is sad. This is sad, y'all. Why go through all this trouble? Like, why are you doing this, lady? You dead obsessed with these people kissing on. Damn, the message. Did I delete it? Hold up, y'all. These people really driving her crazy. Cause ain't no way, like, or you like they are rich. Anyway, all right. So let's go up. Let me take my super off the screen. Okay, hold up, y'all. Gotta reset my goals. Hold on. All right, I'm put it for an hour. Okay, I didn't set it, y'all. Hit that like button and support my little goal. I just put 10 on the goal because that's what we had left anyway. All right, so let's go up. So, like I told y'all, notice how this very important text message was cut off, where he's saying, I'm still not ready to talk about marriage. And then you can't see the rest. But then when you go to the next screen, that's not the follow up message. If y'all notice, the messages are eight submitted, you can tell, like it goes, when one is cut off, the next one automatically continues it. So that's why when she said he was deleting messages, it didn't make sense because it was no skips. Like the messages he uploaded, all of them coincide. They went together. So I don't thought it was free. Um, yep, I will. I'll show the other ones discussion board. Thank you, my love. Thank you, Kenai, for being a member for 2 months. Period. All right. So with this one right here, she say, Robert, I noticed that despite removing you several times, you continue to re-add yourself as a follower on my profile and comment on your post even after I remove you and delete the comments from your profile. Why is she saying from your profile, like as it is? I don't support the content you're posting, especially the content that degrades women, and I don't want it associated with my name. Please stop adding yourself in my follower list and using my profile to comment on your posts. Thank you for understanding. What is she talking about? Oh, she must be talking about because that that season page was his page, y'all. He created that page. Okay? Yeah. He created that page. So that must be what she's talking about. So I don't know, but was he posting? Nene said you can always show us in members who talk. I will. I got y'all. My love. Uh I don't remember that season page posting anything degrading about women. Y'all, did y'all see anything from that page? Lexi said I never seen that. Me either. Like I never seen nothing. It was always garden stuff. It was always like plants and stuff like that, food stuff, or little quotes here and there. So, anyways, he said, "Hold on, let's go up." Uh, So he said, I don't post any content degrading women and I support everything you do. I share your stuff all the time to help you and have been since I met you. It's fair for me to pour into you and help you grow your business, but you don't help me promote my business. At this point, I'm feeling like I was used. I know why you actually contacted me from the day we first actually spoke. Wow. So that's why she say his tone changed. But season, that's not a good look on your part. Him exposing or feeling like you was using him is not him being hostile and aggressive. He just not saying what you want to hear. Okay? He didn't cuss. He didn't disrespect her. None of that. Have y'all first of all, remember y'all, we breaking this down together. Thank you, Tanaya, my love. I appreciate you. We got 9 left on the goal, y'all. Turn up for your girl. Okay? Here, turn up the top. Somebody thank you, Miss Darlene. I didn't skip that. I didn't want to skip it on I didn't do it on purpose. But thank you, my love. And thank you, Topeka, for getting that membership, period. Um, let me make sure I didn't skip nobody. I know it's the dates being missing for me. But y'all, pay attention. Let's go back to what she initially said. Because we got to make it make sense. Okay? Hey, Simone. We got to make it make sense. Remember, when I first started reading the screenshot, when I first started reading her court document, her response, this is what she said. She said the respondent's description. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna read it yet because I wanna finish reading the text messages before I jump to conclusion. But keep those keywords in mind. She said he started getting hostile, aggressive, and whatever else, right? with the text message. So let's go. So let's read what he said again. He said, I don't post any content degrading women, and I support everything you do. I share your stuff all the time to help you and have been since I met you. It's fair for me to pour into you and help you grow your business, but you don't help me promote my business. At this point, I'm feeling like I was used. I know why you actually contacted me the day we first actually spoke. And then she says, please respect my wishes and you. Where's the rest of it? Okay. Notice how she continued and she showed the rest of her message, but that message that he told her he didn't want to discuss marriage, it was cut off. Oh, okay. Yeah, interesting. I hope RH called that out in court too. So let's go up. She said, please respect my wishes and you no longer have to comment on my content. I just want to move on respectfully and with peace. Thanks. Okay. So then, hold on. So then he said, I haven't done anything to you for you to unfriend me and not support me at all. I'm in the entertainment business and you knew that when you met me. I create content and my content is not degrading women just because you don't agree with my humor. Can you delete the page, please, if you move in this way? Because it's not right for you to grow a page off my likeness. And then when you reach a goal, you stop supporting me. Ooh, I don't disagree. Okay. So then, hold on. Is this him still? Yeah. So he said, respectfully, I've been used too many times and I'm tired of it. I have to start doing contracts moving forward. Having this huge heart is going to keep getting me used. That's what he said, y'all. And then he said, everything was good until you seen I wasn't ready to jump into a committed relationship. Damn. I'm still waiting on the aggression and the hostility. Have y'all seen it yet? We're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. But you know, you can't paint one thing to the judge and the messages say something completely different. No dates, no time, no nothing. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, let's go. Let's go, y'all. So she said, please respect my boundaries and stop adding yourself in my follower list and commenting from my page. You have a lot of nerve to even attach my name to things, especially after everything you've been doing. The audacity and haven't had the decency to even ask how I am doing considering everything. It's evil and downright disgusting. I wish I would have seen this side of you a lot sooner. What side? He's been the same man he always been. That's the crazy part. Like y'all, her real issue is y'all want to know what her real issue is? And I'm telling y'all this based off of the text messages I see. She started getting controlling, like thin line Bree, and she didn't like the fact that he was working with other women. Mika, where you at? Mika can tell y'all. She didn't like the fact that he was working with. Notice this conversation right here is about him posting women. Okay? Pay attention, y'all. Piece the play. So he right about what he's saying. You basically start acting different with me and wanting to disconnect and not support my stuff because he don't want to be in a committed relationship. He just told her that. Mika, what was their issue, Mika? Put it in the chat. What was the issue? So RH then says, you asked me to follow you back, so I followed you back from both of my pages, and you said you was following me back. Please stop acting like your memory is starting to fade and looking for reasons to text me with drama. Where's the hostility? Where's the hostility? It sounds like she the one trying to start some chat up, right? These messages don't make her look good. I'm sorry, like they, they really don't make her look too good. I'm still trying to see where she was telling him to basically leave her the hell alone. And y'all remember she said that he was trying to uh say that they should stay in contact and she need to put her page on back on personal mode, take it off professional mode, saying that his supporters was gonna start harassing her. Where's the proof of that? We still waiting to see that. I hope she ain't just type that and think the judge gonna run with it. At least RH provided proof to what he was saying. Okay, so let's go. Um, Let me see. Where did I stop, y'all? Okay, so RH say you asked me to follow you back, so I followed you back from both of my pages, and you said you was following me back. Please stop acting like your memory is starting to fade and looking for reasons to text me with drama. So then she said, after the shit I found out this week, I am utterly disgusted. That was before you started acting like a preschooler. Damn, it sounds like she the one that's a little hostile. You giving a little hostile, girl. So, hold up, y'all. Hey, LB. All right. So then then RA say, I don't have a clue of what you're talking about, but okay. All right, let's go to the next set. So then, oh, she's talking about Simone, y'all. Okay, so then RH said, no, she said, really, Robert, please have your women stop emailing me in my business email. Oh, y'all. Now I got a feeling Season is manipulative. She is very, very manipulative. Let me tell y'all why. It's a reason why she didn't want them dates and times to show on these messages. It's Mika, uh, uh, Miss Lysandra, and I ain't gonna say all y'all names, but y'all know exactly what I'm talking. I caught it, y'all. I didn't caught the play. Okay, listen. It's the reason why she didn't want the dates and times to show on these messages, and it got a lot to do with Simone, y'all. I don't know if y'all know this. I shouldn't even tell y'all this because y'all ain't even complete my little goal. Let me make sure y'all hitting that like button too, though. Okay, y'all. Did I tell y'all not? This is some tea too. Um, so I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all. We can say what receipts do we need now. Just listen. So if y'all okay, I don't know how many of y'all remember the Simone situation, right? Y'all remember all of that happened. This was what? How long ago was that, y'all? How long? Somebody put how long ago? By how many months it was when um that Simone stuff happened? Remember? Thank you, Miss Jean. You said, wait a minute, why are the messages not lining up? Child, I have no clue. And we won't know unless RH submit the version of messages on his end. I hope he do. I hope he submit them in real color with the date and time. But it's a reason why there's no date and time on these messages, y'all. Because y'all, I am weak, bro. So y'all remember what happened with the Simone situation? Um, according to some back end tea, Season had already knew about the Simone situation, but when all of that happened, she came out here making a big deal about it as if it was fresh. But from what I heard, she had already knew about all of that. About the Simone situation and all of that. Which is very convenient how these messages don't have a date and time to show when her and RH was discussing this Simone situation. And once we get further in here, I'm gonna see if it validates what I'm saying or what I actually think. Okay, I'll let y'all know. But now I know for a fact there's a reason why she didn't show the date and time on these messages, y'all. But just know when that stuff happened with Simone, That wasn't Season's first time hearing about or knowing of those emails or any of those things. Okay? That wasn't the first, y'all. The whole transaction and booking fee situation. Everybody know that when RH said that it was about Simone, that was not about Season. Okay? That was not about her. He said that about child. Anyway, the fact that she even I don't even think she believed that herself. I think she just ran off with it and was mad because of the Simone situation, period. That's what I think. But now I know for a fact that she left them dates out of these messages for that reason. This finna get good. I'm telling y'all what. This is finna get really, really good. Thank you, Taya. Mika said mine got dates. Listen, this finna get real good, y'all. So, hold up, let's go. But it would have been real interesting if she would have had the dates and the time on this because it would have showed everyone how far back it was that her and RH had the discussion about Simone emailing her. Now y'all picking up what I'm putting down? It would have showed because it was old news, y'all. The only difference is Simone came to the internet with it. But Season was very much aware of the emails and all of that. Okay? She was very much aware. Hold up, y'all. I'm so hungry. Y'all, I cooked some. Oh, y'all. I made some crab, lump crab and crawfish stuffed salmon with, I did hit it with a little lemon pepper, little cayenne, little garlic, little onion powder, little old bay. Okay. And then I took the same lump crab and crawfish stuff and that I made it with cream cheese and stuff too. And I put it in them jumbo shells and I put that stuff in the jumbo shells and then I loaded it with the mozzarella cheese and the Gouda y'all. That ooh Lord, I can't wait to go eat. I can't wait to eat, y'all. It was 8 months ago, so that's when the lady across the street did that live. If that's when she did that live, but even before that, she had already knew. This is why I'm telling y'all, it's a reason why Season didn't put the dates and time on these messages because she knew that lady is smart, y'all. She knew that we were gonna see this. She knew. We've been seeing all of the documents. It's a reason why she submitted. Who submits text messages without the dates and times on it? Think about it. Especially if you're trying to prove a point with the courts. The timeline. Hold up. Let me show you how good I am. Let me show you how good I am at analyzing, right? So I gotta read it now, y'all. I have to read at least a little bit of it. So in that very first paragraph, her first response to RH is RH's claims, right? She said the respondent, which is RH, description of how the relationship ended is not accurate. I made the decision to end the relationship and clearly explain that staying in contact or trying to remain friends was not healthy or appropriate. I told him that ending communication completely was necessary for both of us to move forward. Despite this boundary, the respondent continued asking to remain friends and stay in contact. Each time I said no. We still waiting on those messages, right? And we almost done, y'all. What page we on? We're on page 21. There's 24 pages if I'm not mistaken. So we're gonna see. We haven't seen her say one time that they shouldn't be talking. We ain't seen that one time. But anyways, hold on. Let me see. Where did I stop? So she said, despite this boundary, the respondent continued asking to remain friends and stay in contact each time I said no. After that, he made comments suggesting that his supporters would turn against or attack me if I did not continue engaging with him publicly in some way. We're still waiting on that. He also told me that I should give up my public platform and go back to using my personal social media page. We also waiting on that because I only thing I seen was him say she should delete the page since he was the one who built it up just for her to not want to support him after she got what she wanted. That's what I see. Um, y'all can hear me? Y'all can't hear me? You say put a 5 in the chat if you can hear 5. Okay, they can hear me. If you can't hear me, you got to go out and come back in. So she then says, y'all, let me see, hold on. He also told me that I should, okay, I read that part. Given his public presence and following, those statements felt controlling and intimidating to me. At the time of our final text exchange, his responses were unusually hostile and out of character. We're still waiting on that. Then she says, and I did not understand why. It later became clear that this was not an isolated incident when he submitted selected portions of those text messages and attachments to his answer in this case. After reviewing what he submitted, I noticed that parts of the conversation were missing, which changed. I didn't screenshot the whole thing, but y'all get the picture, right? And that's not even a part. If y'all notice, like in her responses, in her other answers, she keeps stating that timing matters. Okay? She keeps saying it over and over how much the timing matters. If the timing is important, because she said it escalated, right? She said timing mattered due to the escalation of the hostility, the stalking, and all of that. Why did she not put the dates and the times on her messages? If the timing is important, how the judge supposed to know when any of this took place? How is the judge, what he's supposed to guess? This happened June, July, August, September, October, November. Is he supposed to guess? Don't rush me, Jasmine. I think we finished the message. Yes, we can finish them, but don't rush me, boo. Don't rush me. Okay? I do this, how I do this. Period. Do not rush me. Did you hit the like button? Did you support my goal? Do not rush me, baby. This is my program, okay? If y'all don't like how I give my commentary, y'all can easily go get them documents and pay for them and read straight through. This is a process. Do not y'all child, y'all know. Don't rush me. Because y'all know I normally be off in 2 hours anyway. I be made this into 2 different lives. Exactly. We here for a good time. Yeah, we could get straight to the point, but damn, I gotta give a little commentary. So, and I was painting a picture. I was trying to land the plane and show y'all the manipulation in the messages. All right. So she said, really, Robert, please have your women stop emailing me in my business email all the way back to March. Then you wanna question me. This girl has disrespected me time and time again, and you have the audacity to be dealing with her. This chick, this chick has sent me over 50 screenshots of your call log. She's talking about Simone, y'all. Check your LaTruth features email. I can't with you after everything I've been to you. We were very much still involved in March. Pathetic. I hope this is what you really want, right? But my thing is, if they were never exclusively dating, why is she mad about Simone? Like, why is she mad? Why is she mad, y'all? If they, Miss Marlena, with all due respect, I don't care. Okay, I don't discuss other bloggers on my platform because I hope to receive that same respect. So y'all try to limit, what other bloggers are discussing on their platform because, like I said, I don't be want nobody worried about what I'm talking about on mine. Okay, so yeah, let that lady do what she do over there. But over here, y'all know how we give it up. But I mean, it ain't a surprise. Like, hey, it is what it is. But um, mm-mm, mm-mm. This is crazy. Thank you. And I'm not trying to be rude. Thank you, my love. I just don't want, the chat to turn into talking about what that lady discussed. I don't want it to go left. Um, Damn, what was I saying, y'all? I done forgot. Uh, check the email. Yeah, like they wasn't exclusive. This makes me go back to the text message that she sent somebody that was connected to RH, where she said, um, I'm willing to take marriage off the table if we can date exclusively. So why was she mad about Simone when her and RH was never in a real relationship? I don't understand it. But anyway, so let's go up. Let's go up. So then she said, and then she talking about hostility, but she messaging him, he not even replying. That's probably another reason why she don't have no dates and times, y'all. She's not even replying here. I mean, he's not replying. Notice all of her messages is being sent back to back, but she said he was being hostile and aggressive when she the one going off about Simone. Okay, so hold up. So then she say, check your LaTruth features email. I can't with you after everything I've been to you. We were very much still involved in March. Pathetic. I hope this is what you really wanted. And then she said, locked, lock this on my page. She's harassing from every angle. Where is the first part of this message, y'all? I know damn well this message didn't start with locked this on my page. She's harassing from every angle. You have to stop this. Where's the rest of it? See, I can't. I can't with this. I cannot with these messages, y'all. So you mean to tell me that she going off on a tangent and this one message starts with locked this on my, and I'm trying to figure it out, like, can it be blocked? But that still don't make sense. Block this on my page. Like, did you white out something? Like, what is going on with, where is his responses to these messages? See, in this format, with it being a black and white copy page, something is not right, y'all. We gonna get down to the bottom of this. Okay? We're gonna get down to the bottom of this. And I hope, Mika, you make sure RH submit these messages in their actual formats to the courts, because this ain't right. No date, no time. Some messages is cut off, and but she's trying to make it seem like he portrayed or tried to manipulate the situation. All of his messages are lying. Child. Anyway, so then this threw me off. Lock this on my page. She's harassing from every angle. You have to stop this. And then it says, outgoing in my email, bruh. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. How bad is she? Y'all, she tried to do her big one, but where's the rest of these messages? It say outgoing, and y'all see I'm going in order. Y'all see I'm going, like, you can see the documents right there. I didn't take off no page, none of that. Like, what? Mika say, please upload the call log because people are eating the call up. It was a mistake, and you could tell he canceled the call. Okay, I will. I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna show it after I finish with this. I'm sure the season is mad that RH was sleeping with Simone at the same time he was smashed and hurt. Maybe so, but if it's understood, we ain't, we not dating exclusively or we not in a relationship, then hey, it is what it is, Like, that's a man at the end of the day. Now, if it's some proof that Because we're still waiting on proof that he was telling her that they was in a relationship, or he was telling her that he wasn't seeing nobody else but us. Now, if she provides that proof, then yeah, he wrong as hell. He wrong as hell. If he was telling her that he was in a relationship, or if he was telling her, hey, I'm not dealing with no other woman, or any of that, then RH is wrong. But we don't have no proof of that, y'all. All we know is that this man been saying he was single since he broke up with his ex-wife. That's it. That's all we know. That's the only thing we've seen. And she ain't never came out. You ain't single. We together. We go together real bad. Poor child. So, uh, she, like, what is this? Lock this on my page. She's harassing from every angle. You have to stop this. Outgoing in my email, I'm filing harassment charges against her because she's contacting me directly. Outgoing in my email, it's kind of looking to me like she whited out his messages. Because if y'all notice, this is a thumbs up emoji right here. This is a thumbs up emoji right here, where he clearly thumbed up her message where she said she was filing harassment charges. But where's the rest of the message? I'm confused. I got a feeling she was whiting out his messages, y'all. I got a feeling. Because, yeah, something like even her messages is starting to be cut off. Where's the rest of them? Watch. Let me show y'all something. Okay, pay attention to how um her messages are in a line, somewhat in a line, right? Pay attention to how they are. Now, this is the exact screenshots from an iPhone text thread. Let's go up. Look at how when he's responding, right? Look at now. Look, you see these you can see her messages on the right, his on the left. But notice how it go over. Even some of her responses go over closer to the left side. Why is it that when you get down here, all of her messages, hold up, let me go back to it. When you get down here, notice her message right here goes over to the left, but all of the ones under it, it looked like this was typed out, y'all. It looked like this was typed out. You know how when you type something on the computer, like if you go into Word document or whatever, like how you can space or put spaces in between, or you can what is the word? Damn, I can't think of it. But this right here, something ain't right. Yeah. Wow. This something is not right, y'all. Like, ain't no way. All her like the messages is cut off. Where's the rest? Why is it like different, not fonts, but why is it that the messages are on different spots in the text thread? Yeah. I'm gonna need for RH to submit these actual messages with the dates without anything being cut off. Because yeah, she's trying to paint a narrative right here. She's trying to manipulate the court. Thank you, Kenai. The messages are altered. They're definitely altered. At first, I was kind of like, but now I bet on it. I bet these messages are altered at this point. And the reason being, not because he ain't responding right here, because he could be, and she whited it out. But you know how you can white something out and you can take a picture of it, whatever. But because he actually put a thumbs up emoji on this one. So, but you can tell, yeah, it's getting a little creepy when you get lower. So let's go to the next one. So, I wonder if this is her message. Yeah. So this one says, I just want to be honest with you because I care about both of our peace. And see, we don't even know We still don't have no dates and times, y'all. Still don't. Notice right here, whatever this is cut off. That's something being white out. Now I know for a fact that white out was used because you can see the top part of it, but where's the rest of it? So you mean to tell me the page was just literally picking the black and white that it wanted to type out, and some parts it didn't? Bro, I cannot with these messages. Okay? So let's go, let's read it. She said, I just want to be honest with you because I care about both of our peace and the work we've done together. For me to keep collaborating, trust needs to be there. And after our conversation today, I feel some uncertainty that makes me uneasy. I'm happy that we can talk openly, but if the doubts stay, it might be best for me to take a step back from the business side with you for now so I can focus on my own path and you. I can focus on my own path and you. Yours, and we both find clarity. I'm here if you need me, but I want what's best for both of us. Right? So then it says, let me know if you want me to bring you anything after your extractions. Extractions? Somebody has some tea food? I'm confused now. See, bro, this is why dates and timing matter, because what the hell? These messages are all over the place, y'all. Like, how we go from cussing him out about Simone to, like, what? Child, I'm getting a headache. I'm getting a headache. Let me know if you want me to bring you anything after your extraction. And then it looked like a screenshot of a bottle of something. He had his back seat pulled a while back. Okay. Wait, I'm wondering if he sent this message or her. See, that's another thing. We don't know because the messages are like in different spots. At first, you could tell that it was his on the I think his was on the left, hers was on the right, but I can't. I cannot with these messages, y'all. So, it then says clarity is wild because what I see now is beyond anything I've ever imagined. I don't condone lies, but after everything, I can only imagine what really went down behind closed doors in those 6 years. I know for sure it's not something I could have or would have wanted to survive. Oh, okay. So our 8 cent for this, y'all. Hold on, let me go back up. Because, see, now I'm confused. Now I'm really confused. Let me show y'all something. Bruh, this is crazy. This I really starting to think she typed these messages. Let me show y'all why. Okay, notice the spot of this message right here, y'all. Notice the position. Pay attention, y'all. Notice the spot. It starts, it's kind of on the right side, but a little in the center. And it got this much space on the side. This is our 8 centimeters, our 8 cents. Pay attention, y'all. Hey, Queen Steph. Hey, my love. He did a video on it because he was having a lot of pain. Okay. Our 8 cent this message right here, right? And it says, let me read it again. I just want to be honest with you because I care about both of our peace and the work we've done together. For me to keep collaborating, trust needs to be there. And after our conversation today, I feel, wait, no, this can't be. See, now I'm so confused, y'all. Like, because for me to keep collaborating, trust me to be there. And after our conversation today, I feel some uncertainty that makes me uneasy. I'm happy that we can talk openly. Hold on, y'all. Let me figure it out. But if the doubts stay, it might be best for me to take a step back from the business side with you now so I can focus on my own path and yours, and we both find clarity. I'm here if you need me, but I want what's best for both of us. So I would assume that she wrote that. Let's go up. Hold on. Let me know if you want me to bring you anything after your extraction. So notice how she talked about clarity. Hold on, let's go up. And then right here, it says clarity is wild because what I see now is beyond beyond anything I've ever imagined. I don't condone. It's like she effed up and she responded to herself. Are y'all following this? Peep game, y'all. Like, no, okay. She was talking about Simone at first. Bro, this shit is crazy. No, like this right here, she really effed up, y'all. Hey, like, really pay attention. It's like she typed this shit out and she accidentally responded to herself, but not in the format as if he was responding. Because this is her right here, y'all. This is her. Where she say, I just want to be honest with you because I care about both of our peace and the work we've done together. For me to keep collaborating, trust needs to be there, right? She was just talking about Simone. So, of course, she would be saying trust needs to be there. Like she feel like he broke her trust or whatever, right? So she says, trust need to be there. And after our conversation today, I feel some uncertainty that makes me uneasy. This is why I feel like this is not RH right here. This is on the right side of the text thread also, right? So she says, I'm happy that we can talk openly, but if the doubts stay, it might be best for me to take a step back from the business side with you for now. So I can focus on my own path and yours, and we both find clarity. I'm here if you need me, but I want what's best for both of us, right? Listen, y'all, this is her right here. Notice how, pay attention to the word clarity, where she said, so I can focus on my own path and yours, and we both find clarity. Now let's go to the next messages. Okay? Next it started talking about tooth, the whatever for the tooth, right? And then when you go right here, this message is still on the right. So she said, clarity is wild. Now y'all get what I'm saying? She tried to do a thing, but it's like she responded to herself, but not as in if she was responding as RH. Child, I am weak. These messages are all over the place. How you say up here, this is her typing in both of these messages. How she say right here that so I can focus on my own path and yours, and we both find clarity. But then when she respond right here, she say clarity is wild because what I see now is beyond anything I ever imagined. I don't condone lies, but after everything, I can only imagine what really went down behind closed doors in those 6 years. I know for sure it's not something I could have or would have wanted to survive. LaTruth says, it's a blessing I'm still alive. Y'all, she typed it. Wow, wow. Ain't no way, y'all. These messages not making sense. They're not making sense. Imagine her saying this right here, but you in text message, there is text message proof of you telling somebody connected to him that you are willing to put marriage on the back, like take marriage off the table if y'all can date exclusive. And even saying he's giving Amira everything she wants or everything she needed. My bad. He's giving her everything I needed. This is crazy. I'm glad he didn't let her trick him. She had many of us fooled, but he seen right through her controlling, manipulative ways. Y'all, Mika, when you talk to him, make sure he submit these messages, okay? Because yeah, I bet money. This is not how that text thread went. It's they not. It don't even make sense. The messages don't even make sense, y'all. How you go from one conversation saying, uh, this right here, so I can focus on my own path and yours, and we both find clarity. I'm here if you need me. And then you respond. She put that message, not LaTruth. She responds and say, clarity is wow. Because what I see now is beyond anything I ever imagined. I don't condone lies. But after everything, I can only imagine what really went down behind closed doors in those 6 years. I know for sure it's not something I could have or would have wanted to survive. That don't even make sense. The messages do not even align. She really tried to do a thing here. And that's why, I repeat, this is why she submitted these messages on this copy paper in black and white instead of the actual message format where you can see the timestamps and the dates. The columns don't even align no more. That's why I kept getting confused. Like, okay, 1 minute she on the right, but then she responded on the left. Like, that don't even make sense. I know that's not how an iPhone works. Don't let the door drag through this. That is not how that works. Do not let that door drag down. All right, hold on, y'all. Let me unlock that. Give me a second. She tried to do her big with it. Okay. Yeah, she tried to do her big one. She tried to do her big one on R8, bruh. All right, let's go down. So R8 say it's a blessing. I'm still alive. At this point, I don't even know if that's him, to be honest, because these messages are all over the place. There is missing messages. It's missing the dates and time. You got different fonts on certain messages. How some of the messages bold and some not. Like, and even y'all, with an iPhone, don't they have like a little bubble thing around it? Don't iPhone, the text thread, like they have a bubble where one bubble is blue, the other one is gray. Would even if you make a copy, it would still show the bubbles, right? At least the outline of the bubble. It might not show. I can't believe I'm just realizing that too. Where's the message bubble? Where's the outline of the bubble from the messages? Child, I am weak, bro. This is crazy. This is crazy. She just knew she was missing the truth. Oh, child, listen. Oh, she said we listening. Okay, RH. When you do your response, when you submit your response, if you listening, you need to submit these messages. Even though I know these are very fishy because they all over the place. Okay, no time, no date. Some fonts different. Some responses it look like you on the left, she on the right, and she on the right, you on the left. Child, listen. Make sure you submit them in color just like you did the other ones with the date and the time. That way we can really put the messages together. Because this is what you submit when you want to confuse the mass, when you want to paint a narrative, when you want a motive to be put, when you want to manipulate and gaslight. This is what you do. Okay? She tried to do her big one. But the smart ones ain't gone. Period. I just knew, y'all. I just knew. I was like, okay, she about to I love how you ignore what she said about his 6-year marriage. I came over here just to hear you ignore. I didn't ignore it. So maybe you didn't hear when did I ignore that part, y'all? Did I not read that part? Did I not read? Like I literally read that message out. You mean I didn't respond the way you wanted me to respond? But thank you for that, super. Okay, keep sending them. Y'all, they be thinking they slick, bro. They'll send a super when they can't comment in regular format. Talking about I ignored that part. No, I didn't ignore that part. I think these messages is fake. I don't know if you caught on to that yet. And what about it? What about it? She didn't say nothing, but I know for sure she said, but after everything, I can only, and I literally read the message twice. What you wanted me to say? You acting like she can't, like she said, oh, I know for a fact now that you put hands on Bree. Oh, I know for a fact now that you emotionally abused. She didn't say that. Punch hole. That's not what was stated. Punch hole. Y'all, I'm not the one or the two, baby. Okay, listen. It ain't never, it's not gonna ever give that. But thank you for that super. I appreciate you. But no, it ain't gonna ever give that. Okay? Like, let's not do that. I read that twice. What y'all want me to do with that? Like, what do y'all want me to do with that? You want me to read it again? You want me to assume what she's saying here? First of all, this is also coming from the same person who said that RH has never even raised his voice at her. Are we not supposed to believe when she said that? Or are we only supposed to believe black and white messages that don't have a date or a time on them that's literally all over the place? Like, y'all gotta chill. They waiting on that text to come out. Don't drop it until the end of the. What text? Discussion board? What text? What text you talking about? You talking about the call with are you talking about the call where you can see where RH canceled the call? That's what you're talking about? Oh, what? Send me another one. Send me another super. I think I got a few left on my go. I think we got a few left on the go. These people are crazy. Like, she ain't said shit in these messages. There's nothing. Like, what y'all want me to do? I'm not ignoring. If I was ignoring anything or trying to paint a narrative, I wouldn't even read them. I could have left that for the people across the street. And I put them on the screen. That way nobody can say I'm leaving anything out. Why she didn't, like, y'all, these people are weird. Why she, if she's being honest, why she didn't submit her messages in the same format that man did? RH submitted them in real format. I showed y'all. She submitted hers in black and white with no time or no date. Like how? How are we supposed to know when any of this happened? Or if it's even real? Because we all know phone messages come with dates and time. Did she white out all the damn date and time? And some of the messages is cut off. That Bree support, he wants you to bring up Bree. They better kiss my yellow. Y'all know the rest. These people weird, bro. Ready they be following me in other people's chats. Talk about you too invested. All you talking about, you've been talking about Bree for 4 years. What? I ain't even been on YouTube 4 years. Y'all some weirdos. And how would you know that if you ain't invested in me, dummy? Like, y'all say the weirdest shit. In order for you to know what I'm invested in, you gotta be invested in me. Imagine following me around for years to know how long or how many years I'm following stuff. Weirdo. These people, I cannot. That's why I don't be commenting in people's chat because they be like some damn flies on chat. I'm the chat and they the flies. Weird. Shut up, Pop. Shut up, Pop. Anyways, they try and say some BS. I caught y'all BS. Don't try it. Lord, I don't know y'all. Okay. But yeah, so like it wasn't nothing to ignore. And it wasn't nothing to dwell on. What was I supposed to say? She said clarity is wild. I focus on the part of the message that didn't make sense. That's the part of the message I focused on. Because she's literally like clearly, if you paying attention, bump the whole I could only imagine what really went down behind closed doors in those 6 years. That means absolutely nothing. What does that mean? What does that prove? Nothing. There's no context to it, none of that. And there's no context surrounding this message. How the hell you go from talking about let me know if you need something for the extractions to this? Where's the messages from before this? So you went from bringing him some toothache medicine to talking about clarity is wild, and what could have possibly happened in Bree in his household? That don't even make sense. Clearly, some messages are missing. Let's pay attention to that. Poor child. What? You say a thugging when you call. Let me make sure this ain't the truth. Because I'm not I don't care. If y'all send a super and you a troll, thank you for the super, but I'm not reading it. Okay? Period. Hold on. Let me make sure. Okay, yeah, that's a troll. Baby, they are really spending money. They are, y'all, they spending their money to, hold on. Ain't no way in hell. They lucky. Wait, I can still do this. I can still mute them. I was like, well, if I delete it, will I lose the super? But nope, it's still there. I am weak. These people are weird. They really buying trolls go up to 100 and Lupac might read it. They are really buying supers, y'all, to troll. That is some weird. I don't care how much I don't like you. I'm not supporting you financially, just the comment. These people are weird. Ain't no way in hell. They acting like they got some tea in these messages, baby. They acting like it's some tea. So they saying, okay, let's go to the call because that's what the person just was talking about. That RH made that call, but she called him twice. Like Harmony said, they both shouldn't have called. If that's the case, let's not ignore that. Hunch hole, wherever you at, let's not ignore that part. But it did say cancel. Like it did say cancel. And if he was really trying to get her or get in contact with her, wouldn't he have called more than once? I know when somebody want to talk to me, if I don't answer, they call me more than once, and it'll say like you got 2 missed calls or 3 missed calls from such and such. So it kind of does make sense that it could have been accidental because it was only one call and it said cancel. Like, let's not try to make something extra out of the situation if you don't have to. Y'all be doing the most. Y'all be doing the most when it's not even logical. Like, make it make sense. Um, it could be her. It could be her child. You never know. Because we know it's some fake pages, okay? All right, so it's a blessing I'm still alive. God got me. So then she says, uh, God made y'all like I'm thrown off by how these messages are all like they in different spots. And why they not cut off anymore? Why her message not cut off right here? But if you go back up, the messages are cut off. Like words is missing. That is weird. So she says, God, and then this one is in bold. Why this one not in bold? Anyway, God may have you, but it still doesn't excuse how you mishandled. So then he said, you mishandled yourself. I never did anything to you. I kept it real since day one, and you can't make me change how I feel or make me do something I'm not ready to do. You can't change the way I feel about what I want to do with my life or make me commit to anything I'm not ready to commit to. So I'm still waiting on the hostility. I'm still like, where's the hostility, the aggression, y'all? She, if anything, it leaned more towards her because of what she was saying when she was going off. I'm confused. Anyway, that's it, y'all. Like that's it. That is it. This is her exhibit. If y'all notice, if you okay, let me tell y'all this. If you tell the judge that he's missing messages and to paint a certain narrative, why wouldn't you submit the messages that is missing? This ain't even the same text thread. I'm confused. Like what's going on? What's going on? None of what she said in her paragraph match up with the messages she submitted. It didn't prove nothing. Mom on tapes list. Y'all get on my nerves, bro. Like these, See, this is what you call. This is why when y'all notice one thing I always say is I don't believe nothing unless I have a receipt and it's actual factual. Okay, because you can still get a receipt and it be some bullshit. Okay, and this is some bull. I wish she would have submitted it in its actual format with the date and time. Like the fact that I got a headache now. I have a headache. When I read RH's messages, like you didn't have to look for nothing. You didn't have to try to put something together, like connect any puzzle pieces, none of that. You didn't have to do none of that. Robert gonna be mad at me once it gets dismissed. It's gonna be a party. He probably will because I know what you talk about. I know you gonna come with. But I got a headache, y'all, from trying to figure this shit out. Uh-uh. Something is not right about these messages. Something is not right. I'm telling y'all. Something ain't right, y'all. Something ain't right. Let me see something. Hold up, y'all. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Did I send that? All right. Hold on, y'all. Quick. I can't believe I've been on here 3 hours. Ooh! Unusual behavior. Where is I don't say this. Like I don't, y'all. Mm-mm. I'm tripping off of that. I got a feeling. I'm telling y'all, something ain't right. Something is, bro. She did something. She did something. Like you could see, like take this spot for instance. Let me start to make this. Y'all see right here? Okay. Y'all see where it says both of us, period. And then the next spot. Y'all see how it looked like it been whited out? Because you could still see what y'all can see my can y'all see my mouse? Can y'all see my cursor? My mouse cursor? Let me know if y'all can see my mouse cursor. Can y'all see it? Yes, yes. Which part? Y'all see my mouse cursor? Oh, okay, y'all can see that? Like this right here to me shows that she definitely used some whiteout. Who whites out text messages? Like, uh, no, ain't no way. Now let's go back. Go back down. Where's that message at? Right here. This message right here, y'all. Let me make this message right here, right? Where all of the other messages, if uh-uh, my bad, y'all. What the hell? So if y'all notice, all of the other messages kind of like, bro, this is so weird how it's like different fonts, different spots, columns. I still got an iPhone, but you don't even see the lining of, you know what? I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna go look at some old court documents that were submitted because our agent submitted text messages and stuff before because I want to see if it has the bubble outlining. And you know, it don't have to have the shadow, but at least the bubble outline to show, you know, how like the iPhone messages have that bubble on it. Like you have the blue bubble and then the gray bubble. Cause no, something y'all, definitely not from an iPhone. But this is how it look on an iPhone. These messages are altered. I know they are. Listen, Nika, I know they are. Good job. And I got a feeling it's gonna come out. Okay? Listen, y'all. That's why I told y'all it's gonna get good. Okay? And then you got them raggedy trolls buying buying supers to talk chat. Come y'all come back. Come back. Oh Lord, oh Lord. I am weak, y'all. Mm, mm, God. Wow. How you say he altered messages and left certain messages out, but his messages actually have the timestamp on and are in order, but yours don't. That's interesting. I'm looking for stuff. Y'all know what? Yeah, she definitely left. She, she definitely left. That's the best about it. Yeah, it's a lot missing, y'all. It's a lot. Something, something just saying. Let me see stuff. Hold on. Still looking for. Mm. Now, why she didn't put they messing with me discussing boys out there? These people weird. But with our H messages, like he submitted them in order, y'all. So for her to even say he left any out when they align, how did he leave it? He didn't just crop no messages out. He didn't white out no messages. They align. They literally align. The only thing that it showed was, like I said, you might see where they have messages on the ninth. I'm just using an example, not actually the actual date, but you might see where they have a message on the ninth, and then it might skip to the 11th. You know what I'm saying? But that happens when you ain't talking to somebody every damn day. They wasn't in a relationship when those messages was going on. So that could be expected. But it wasn't where one message, you read one message and then the next one don't make sense. Like hers. His wasn't like that. And I read them to y'all. I would read them again, but I'm tired. I'll reread his tomorrow. I'll reread his messages tomorrow to show y'all the difference. And I'm gonna put his on the screen. Okay? I'll put his on the screen, y'all. Because yeah, something ain't right. Something is not right. Happy for you. Wait, hold on. I could have sworn no, he didn't put that in there. He didn't put the messages in where it's so like happy for her. I wonder why she didn't put that in. Y'all know what's crazy too? If y'all notice, if y'all notice, she's saying that um the escalation of the intimidation and the threatening and all of that, it happened more towards the end, right? Because it wouldn't make sense for those things to happen back in June, but she was still talking to him later on, right? But his messages are like, if you notice, RH's messages is literally showing like the end of their situationship and how things ended. The conversation's based on that. But she didn't give a date to even show, like she didn't even give a date or a time to show when they had their conversation, but he did. She was definitely trying to confuse the mass. This is weird. Even if these messages are altered, these messages still did not prove her point. Truly embarrassing and should be thrown out. These messages went nowhere, just like their relationship. Ooh, child, y'all tough. But that's the truth. Like, it didn't prove anything. And none of it aligned with her answers in the paragraph. The number, y'all, like at the beginning, none of what she put in these text messages align with what she's saying. Hold on, let me get back to the top. None of that align, y'all. She telling the courts to pay attention to the dates, like pay attention to the timing and the dates, but none of what she says align. Like she didn't provide no text message proof to support the claim she made, a counterclaim. She didn't provide that. Watch, let's go back up. Um, so this question talks about that call at 11:25. I'm gonna show y'all that this contact further reinforced my concern and the need for continued protection. Imagine somebody only calling your ass one time and you try to get a TPO for it. Because none of her other stuff supports him stalking, harassing, or none of that. None of that, y'all. She didn't provide no proof. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. The only thing that's happening in these text messages is them talking about, discussing their situationship and why it didn't work out and why it's not going to work out. That's it. That's not proof of why you need a TPO. He's not threatening her in the messages. He's not aggressive. He's not hostile. Where is the actual proof for the TPO for her safety? I'm confused. And I was waiting on it. I was like, bruh, if she provides proof that he's actually doing the things that she's stating for the reason she needs a TPO, then RA's gonna be in some trouble. But none of this proves what? What? All they talking about is why the relationship didn't work out, why it's not gonna work out. Him saying, I told you I wasn't ready, and he wasn't aggressive with her. He didn't cuss at her one time. He didn't disrespect her. She said he was hostile. Did y'all hear me read anything hostile? The messages was on the screen. So I'm confused. The only thing he did was say he felt like she was using him or she used him. That's not hostile. That's just something you don't want to hear. It's a difference. It's a difference. She's giving the narcissistic one because, and that's what's called reverse psychology. Whenever you don't get something that you want to hear, or you don't hear something that you want to hear, and you try to say that that person is being hostile or aggressive. What? Them type of people will drive you crazy. Okay? Hello, Luke, I can tell why she didn't bring her evidence out when RH brought his out. Why does she always wait to come up with evidence? It looks shady to me. Child. Well, the thing is, she filed it. So he had to respond. And this is her response to his response. So, yeah. I don't know how long they're going to let them go with responding. Because it's given that the responses has nothing to do with safety, but everything to do with why we didn't work out, why, like, if I was the judge, I would be like, what the hell? What this got to do with you fearing for your life, ma'am? This is why I believe she actually did this. Because guess what happened? It lined up for their personal messages to be exposed on the internet. This is why I believe this was done. I don't think this had nothing to do with, oh, I don't feel safe, because where is the actual exhibits to show him doing these things to her? I still haven't seen them. Like, okay, where's that at? We should have knew she wasn't going to leave peacefully when she was saved and told RH to sign his rights over for both the kids. Really? I did not know that. I did not know that. Wow. Wow. I did not know that. I do say when he submitted his response, she should have dropped the request instead of dropping these altered lame as F texts. I hope she get locked up for playing in the court space. He need to go file harassment charges on her for filing a false TPO. He do. Because this is not proof. Like, I'm sorry. Even the people that don't like him, like, keep it above. Ain't nothing about this proof that this man is doing anything to her. She is mad because she did not get the man. That's it. That's all. She wanted marriage. She wanted a commitment. She wanted control, and he wasn't going. Point blank and the motherfucking period. He wasn't going. And he has that right. He has that right. If you are gullible enough as a grown ass woman, especially one that got a little age on it, okay? If you are gullible enough to go after and pursue a man that's freshly out of a marriage, not just a marriage, but one that has been exposed all over the internet, where the man was embarrassed, belittled, manhood played with, bank account exposed, all of the things by his wife, not a girlfriend, a wife. And you pursued a man like that, thinking you was gonna get anything other than a friendship, that's great. I don't care if he was saying, "Oh, we're gonna be together in the long run." I'm not saying he did because we ain't see no proof of that. Okay, I'm just saying, as women, we have to hold ourselves accountable for our actions. It ain't always the damn man's fault. We grown too. And I feel like we belittle ourselves and it make us look dumb and stupid when we put the blame all on the other party. Like they're responsible for our emotional intelligence. No, that's not how that goes. That is not how that goes. Like, come on. Oh, he should have never did this and he should have never did that. What the hell about her? What about her? Ain't she grown? It takes two to play the game. It's always one who play it better, but it takes two to play that motherfucker. Okay? We gotta be accountable also. Lupac 3 hours, you always say, it ain't gonna happen too often. I'm finna get clean off of here. I done did enough. Okay? Let me take this off. But yeah, y'all, like, she's she's sad for this. She's sad and she's wrong. Because you know all you gotta do is stop watching that man. And that's why I lost respect for her. That's why. Because if you saying that he's messing with you through his content, stop watching him. The fact that she put herself through that when it's not even direct, we still have yet to see any proof of this man directly saying anything to her. Nothing. Nothing, y'all. And I got all the paperwork. So I'm confused. Like, why? That's jacked up. Leave him alone. Let him live his life. That man that been through enough. If you the prize, then that means you dodged the bullet, right? But why are you lingering? Why you can't let go? They say the narc is the one who can't let go. They say the narc is the one who still dwells. Right? So, for y'all to be trying to paint this man in a bad image, y'all sure can't never let go. But he the narc. He the manipulator. He those things, but y'all can't let him go. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. There's receipt proof for the one for the hunch hoe that came in here talking about, read the part where she said about the 6-year marriage. That very same 6-year marriage, I have several receipts. Baby, I done broke that all the way down. I don't even know why y'all bringing that up. But y'all don't like to pay attention to the bigger picture. Y'all want to take little parts and not acknowledge the context, not acknowledge the real receipts. Because guess what? It don't matter what she said about, oh, what she assumed to have happened in a 6-year marriage. Guess what? Receipts were put out. Lies were debunked. So guess what? It don't matter. She could say that all day long. When you mad at somebody and you mad because something didn't go your way, of course you gonna say that. The same reason why when a relationship don't work and a woman see the man with another woman, the same reason why they put out the narrative that his thing little. Oh, your D small anyway. But you was with him for 6 years. How bye. Get the hell out of my face. Get up out my face. Imagine me believing you saying this man thing little, but you going crazy. But you was with him for years. Imagine it. It like, come on. We got way more sense than that. These people are weird, bro. They're weird. They want to try to make something out of that one statement. Oh, she said, I could only imagine what happened in the 6 years. That don't, what? Like what? How did, like, y'all, they don't find it weird that of all the text messages that I just read that she submitted, that's the only one that, like, it don't even have, there's no context around it, giving that message was probably typed and added at the last minute. None of the messages surrounding that even go with that message. Pay attention. Weirdos. None of them, y'all. Notice, no context. So you mean to tell me y'all was talking about a tooth extraction and then you go to telling him I could only imagine what happened in your marriage in the 6 years? How about you could fool the fool but not the intelligent, okay? It's not gonna happen, Captain. It ain't gonna happen. I need context. I want to see the real text message. I want to see it in blue and gray, not in black and white, where whiteout has been using, where the format is all over the place. It's not adding up with how messages actually go. No. What messages is cut off, those messages have been tampered with. LaTruth's ones wasn't. And I'm going to show y'all tomorrow. I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to show y'all what he submitted. I showed y'all one of them, but they all like that. They all in that format. At least you can see the date, the time, and they all align perfectly. They all align perfectly. Hers don't. That's the difference. That's the difference. They so hell bent on trying to find something on that man that they can't even realize when it's some foolishness. Oh, let's pinpoint how she said I could only imagine what happened in them 6 years, but we gonna ignore the fact that there's no context surrounding what she said. Come on, y'all can't be that gullible. Y'all can't be. We talking about somebody who concocted a TPO based off of a man's content when he not even bothering with her. He not talking to her. She wanted marriage from him, not the other way around. He wasn't asking her to marry him. She wanted marriage. Anyway, let me get off here. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for rocking out with the girl. I love y'all down, baby. Um, I'm finna get off here. I'm hungry. I'm about to go eat, y'all. Thank y'all so much for the support. I hope y'all enjoyed this live stream, this entertainment, this receipt. I will be back tomorrow with another one. Y'all be on the lookout because I might be able to drop my video tonight. It just depends if I don't keep adding stuff to it. That's why it's taking me so long because I keep adding extra stuff. Instead, I just turn it into 2 videos instead of one big one. But Hopefully I could drop it tonight. It might be late if I do drop it, or I might just wait till tomorrow since I didn't went live. We'll see. But anyways, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for the support. Super chats, likes, comments, cash outs, all of the above. And I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, y'all.
Yeah, you tuned in to Lupac, baby. She don't follow trends, she follow facts. Receipts ready, energy heavy. Let's go, let's go. L-U-P-A-C, baby don't play. She speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-E-N-T, bring in truth to the streets. She don't do drama, she drop data. Scroll the page, now or later. You'll see lies get exposed and the fake get froze like refrigerators. Name ring bells like second line. Speak real, no need to lie. She from the south with a strong survivor. Snakes don't make it out alive. L-U-P-A-C, ain't no faking on the screen. Call a judge, call a jury. She deliver with the heat. You won't clap, but she got truth. No sugar in her speech. Independent, bold and real. This Lupac baby, capiche? They scrolling, she exposing. They trolling, she compose. See, Lupac don't just react, she decode what's not disclosed. From screenshots to timelines, receipts in real time. You playing checkers, she playing chess. Every move defined, got that hustle in her bones. No cosign built to own. Views go up when she speak up. This platform here a throne. L-U-P-A-C, baby don't bend. She speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-D-N-T, bring in truth to the streets. L-U-A-C, baby don't bend. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown. L-U-A-C, baby don't be. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown. This ain't gossip, this ain't rumors. This is real talk, backed by real proof. Welcome to Lupac, baby, where every video got purpose.